guess that means you shouldn't fart in them, right?
Don't fart in the cave.
Right.
So I don't know where Wicked's at.
He's MIA, I guess.
And J-Rob.
What about Dr. King Schultz?
Well,
good question.
I believe J-Rob is on call tonight and tomorrow.
Marv, will you turn my green screen off?
Turn your green screen off. Yeah, I'll turn your green screen off. Oh, because your shirt's disappeared.
Yeah, my head's stuck in through the wood.
Yep, poke it through the
It's
wood. Let's
stuck
see.
in the wood.
Oh, I see it now.
Where else my cams? And Gorgio's away image. There we go, cams. All right, cams, and there's Dre. Filters, color key, and we'll just disable.
I think Drake is like part wood now.
Go.
There he is. He got the purple lights behind him and shit. It looks like he's in a strippers club. You know, where big signs on the side of the highway, best steaks in southern Georgia, live, strip.
Live
Well, here I
bar.
can make it look more like a stripper club. Alexa, change the bedroom to red.
Oh wow, now isn't that cool? Alexa, she just being your
Little bitch.
yeah. She just I didn't say that, Vino. We can't say.
Hey, when you live alone, you learn how to program your female companions pretty good.
So I'm hearing is that what Marv is going to do one of these days is put a sound effect that starts changing the lights in your room.
Ha!
Like, probably not loud enough on the headset.
The purple looks the best on stream, I think.
Yeah, I like the purple.
To be honest, if I had an Alexa that could, change my lights, turn them on, I would have it respond to computer, not Alexa.
I think you can set your own deal up, I think. I don't know.
He didn't want his computer to feel left out.
I don't know.
No, it's a whole Star Trek thing, computer
Well,
light.
Yeah.
You should when one of them catches you calling Alexa Siri or Siri Alexa, they get all mad.
Though I do know, you can tell. Shit, what's the Windows one? Cortana. You can tell the Cortana, "May the Force be with you," and she actually has a response.
May the fourth be with
Dr.
you.
King Schultz,
They're
brush your
Dr.
teeth.
Schultz.
Make sure you brush your teeth.
Is that a J-Rob? Is he in chat?
Gentlemen,
But there he is.
it is a pleasure to be amongst you this eve.
It's good to have you here. Well, we can have a game then. We got 4. And that's the glory of having 6 people in a campaign. Because you still can have a party that shouldn't get TPK'd.
Well,
Shit.
this is Savage Worlds.
It won't be a TPK because there's still 2 people who will be left alive. It's like a most party kill.
Yeah, but to
Current
carry
party
on the
kill?
story, I mean, do you expect Albert and HG to be able to even remember what the hell happened? Fuck no. So carrying
that's
on
how
the
the
story.
Reverend wins.
Yeah, so far it's Timmons and Jeb that are kind of carrying this story because those 2 couldn't remember shit. Little Beaver.
And we barely keep a Jeb from falling apart.
Yeah, Little Beaver's got some history to him. All right, so let's see. I'll just not worry about Wicked unless he pops up.
Just HG's token has been bothering me. Oh, we're on that map. The other map, HG's token is huge.
Is it? He took an enlarge. I'm going to enlarge myself. I found the secret that all men seek.
Oh yeah, we fought werewolves and they just ran off.
2 of them did.
Oh, what did we fight after that?
Regular wolves. There's HG.
Oh yeah,
They weren't.
dogs.
They weren't
Wolves.
regular wolves.
Dogs.
Well, they weren't werewolves. We were able to kill them with our ordinary weapons.
Yeah. Hey, Wicked, are you on cam tonight or not?
Yeah, for
Yep.
some reason it didn't show the call at all, and then when you messaged me there, I got 3 notifications of a missed call.
Oh, there you are. Look at him.
That's the couch hair.
Yeah, he'd been napping. Oh! That's a plumber's crack.
Put some spackling in it. Are you still playing Pretzel?
Am I? Shouldn't be. I thought I hit pause. Let me. Where's that
I
at?
don't know. I just
Pretzel?
looked at
Pretzel?
chat and I
No,
see it's
that's
still in
pause.
there.
That's just
Okay.
full of bullshit spam from Pretzel. Because Pretzel does that bullshit spam. Yeah, so I didn't know how you guys wanted to wrap this night up. I mean, obviously somebody's going to have to stay here and sleep in a chair or something because you've got prisoners, or, Veno, you are just kind of judge and jury and executioner right now, and most of these people are just misdemeanor drunks and fights and bullshit like
The
that.
mayor's
that
here,
would
so
sum
we
them up
could
pretty
just
Oh, okay.
sentence him right now.
Well, most of these that were already in the jail were just in here for just petty shit. Given what's going on, I think once things have settled down at the office, Jeb's going to release them, tell them to go home, stay the hell out of trouble. He doesn't want to catch them doing whatever they were doing again.
You would definitely notice that they are all pretty fucking terrified of what's happened. But yeah, we'll get rid of our
Out of
pals
order
here.
of Mayor Timmons, you are hereby pardoned. Tap.
I think just what HG did would terrify them, let alone Albert.
Vote for Mayor Timmons.
If you let Timmons go, he'll let you go if you vote for him.
So
No, I let you go so you can vote for me.
Timmons, these guys weren't really in here for any serious crimes.
That makes it even easier.
did you say you'd let them go if they vote for Timmons?
No,
That's
I
what
said we'll let them go so they can vote for Timmons.
Oh. They are too damn scared and worried, and they run out the door. And so you could, again, like, clean as much of this out and take it to the hotel with you as you want, or stay here. I mean, you're obviously probably not going to leave any guns around in here or anything.
Boys, the one thing I can tell you we need, and Timmons moves over to Volmer, and he looks down at his pistol
silver
belt,
bullets.
points to one of his bullets. I think we need some of these here.
Tate looks at you and he says, "Well, if you got the silver, I reckon I can make 'em up for you."
Timmons moves over and pulls out a big sack out of his bag
Pick some
of
silver dollars.
silver dollars. He said, "How much silver do you need to make up some buckshot?"
He looks at it and goes, "Well, that ought to do right there." He takes a whole fucking bag.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Where's it at on your inventory? How much shit's in there? I don't think he has 590 silver dollars in one sack.
Probably not.
That's what he's got.
Timmons with his big sack with dollars.
How about 90? How about 90 silver dollars? That
He tells you,
might
yeah,
make
he can do that for 90 silver dollars. Says he's going to make camp. He had to make camp someplace. He don't like staying in towns. And asks
Well,
you guys where
looky
a good
there.
place would be.
Timmons points over. There's a nice hot stove over there. You can heat up some silver and stay warm for the night. And there's a bed in the back. It's just a little leaky back there. Better drag it out here.
I believe the bed exploded.
Oh, okay. Then there's a cot in here.
So,
That one's that peed on.
he says that, well, at least I'm not behind the bars. I guess this'll do.
I hope you don't mind, Jed. Somebody gonna stay here and protect your property.
I'm sorry, what?
This belongs to the town anyway. So technically, if this man.
So he asks you, he goes, "What do you,
Internally,
It's
internally.
what are you
It's a
wanting him to load with silver?" He needs to
Timmons
know.
wants. Timmons probably would have some shotgun made.
some 45 bullets, maybe.
Some 44 Colt Dragoons.
Well,
I
I
don't
think
see making
basically
up.
there's small, medium, and small bullets and medium bullets and whatever.
I
But
don't remember what.
shotgun shells, yeah, you could make some either buckshot or silver slugs, but a slug in a shotgun shell's like a 12 gauge is like 50 caliber, man. It's a big old slug.
No, if he's shooting a slug, he's shooting his Colt Dragoon. It's pretty close to it. The 44. Boom!
I mean, hell, the Peacemaker's a 45.
So he
Well,
sizes
can he
these.
make up some Winchester 73? Maybe like a 5 or so. They're 44s too, but they're the longs,
Longs for the Winchester 73. So he
Well,
says,
I mean, I got more silver, so that's not a problem. It's time.
Doc asked me if he could mix Wolfsbane with it. First, you'd have to find Wolfsbane, and you may be able to do that, but then you'd also need to know how to, reload your own shit. Have a reload kit and stuff like Volmer Tate does here. Somebody teach you how to do it.
I wonder if we were to pay close enough attention to Mr. Tate doing it, if we could be able to learn to do it.
Well, I'd say in this day and age, somebody with a high enough shooting would probably at least have a generalized knowledge of it.
Of reloading? Well, I don't know. I know literally hundreds, if not thousands, of people that hunt around here, and I mean avidly hunt, and very few of them reload their own shells.
And what about 150 years ago?
Yeah, I don't.
It's a lot easier to go to the store these days too.
I know, right?
Yeah,
They got Amazon now. They didn't have no
Rural
Amazon in
California.
1879.
Yeah, if you stayed the night here with him and watched this, I'd give you a chance of picking up the knowledge. We'd see if you could convert a
Well,
smart
do we have to
roll
stay
into.
here? Can we stay at the hotel where we got rooms?
Yeah,
we need
you
a hot
can.
stove, don't
He
we?
tells you that he's gonna bed down for the night anyway, and you can come by here tomorrow and he'll show you how he makes up his bullets and whatnot. And he smiles as he hefts your sack of 90 silver pieces. And you see him count out a stack of about 10. He goes, "That ought to make a box of rounds right there."
You get shut those down the barrel, can't you? 100.
Yeah, so you guys go to the hotel for the night. He stays here. Tully Griff is what, the Undertaker? Well, actually, Bulmer Tate, he would talk to the Undertaker and arrange to have a photographer take a picture of this guy because there's a bounty on him. So Undertaker hauls him off, and about midnight things calm down. You guys kind of get things settled. Bulmer Tate settles in here. You check the town. The town is empty. People have fled. Fucking stories of werewolves and all kinds of shit, and it's bad now. It's bad. But
We've already seen some shit.
yes, yes you have, and
What time of evening is it? Late?
let's say I'm gonna
After
say it's
midnight.
about midnight now. It's probably midnight, the morning of July 5th.
Well, Jeb is going to raid the pantry at the hotel for a bit of rotten meat.
Okay.
I
Well,
wouldn't think that would be very hard in today's day and age.
not very hard at all. Not very hard at all. You find plenty of meat that, it's on the verge of turning. Some of it's turned. Some of it he might get away with fixing for another meal.
Well, I'm going to take the part that looks the most rotten.
Okay. Gonna
That's
try.
what they invented curry for.
Ew.
Oh, good lord.
Covers up lots of flavors.
What did I do?
But,
I'm trying to get rid of the combatants. There we go.
Yeah, Jeb's going to eat to see if he can't heal himself up.
All right, so let's do a couple things too, in case we get into something.
Who's got an open mic? It's kind of.
I think
sounds
that's HG.
This isn't terrible Eldritch Abomination sounds like last night.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, okay, the plate was like sticking against the button.
Oops. Yeah, I've done that before. If I just lay my finger on the metal plug for the mic and headset, it'll create this like connection that's like a low hum that even with voice activation on, it'll pick up. Ooh, hell yes. Ooh. Yeah, nice. Hey Brad,
Yeah. He said,
got the-
yeah.
I got the Daniel card.
Oh, it might be the Albert card after last time.
I am not going to
Hey,
take a chip
alright.
for Albert tonight. We'll just take him out of there, and I'm going to leave him in a party sheet, though. Not because that doesn't affect our rounds. It did affect the drawing of the chips, though. I should have done that earlier, but oh well.
Well, just take the one or two that he gives you and just discard them.
What's that? The cards?
Don't you get like one or no the fate chip? Discard whatever fate chips you would have gotten for him being on the party sheet or whatever.
Oh, I didn't take one. That's
Oh,
what I
okay.
said. I'm only going to take 5.
Okay, I got you.
Savage Worlds, the regular, it automatically does it, but Deadlands, you have to manually add them to yourself.
Gotcha.
Hopefully they'll get the new Deadlands switched over, because it's just Savage Worlds with a Western setting.
And I just saw on the Kickstarter, it was today or yesterday, it's like officialized.
Yay.
Is it? So the players'
There was,
handbook and all that stuff is official now, right?
yeah, it's the official final, and they were, they were sending it to printing for the, print version, and it should be all finalized.
Good.
I don't know if there's much that was being changed, but
So what is that for a natural healing? What when eating for me? Is that vigor?
I'm not sure. You'd have
I
to
think it is.
Google that or look it up in something.
With vigor, lads. With vigor. Nobody gets the Witcher reference.
It sounded familiar.
I haven't seen it.
The game, not the show.
I haven't played it.
I have Witcher 1 on my Steam account, but that's it.
I played 3.
Witcher 3. 3 is the one I'm referring to.
Talking about
I
what's the
haven't played
dwarf's name?
2. That's the I guess token statement made by all like the soldiers and shit that you have to fight along the way, all the towns.
So we're down at the hotel, huh? So yeah, we're gonna get some sleep and then get cleaned up, and in the morning, meet up with Lacey. I think would probably be a smart move. Figure out what's going on.
Okay, here. Harrowed need meat to patch himself up, but it can be fresh or rotten. Each time a Harrowed makes a healing roll, she consumes a pound of flesh.
He was a hungry motherfucker. A whole pound of flesh. Goddamn. That's a lot, Ben. I mean,
You have a stitching?
think about a pound of hamburger meat. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. That is a lot of meat.
Yeah, but a
Wait, which
6
one's
pound
the
steak.
hotel?
No, I do not have stitches or stitching or whatever. That is one
I
I
was
plan
just-
to do.
I thought that was the hotel. Huh.
Yep. What was the hotel?
I'm pointing on the.
Nope, the hotel you're
Uh,
staying in. That's no, the hotel you guys are staying in is down here, Cliff Watch.
I think it is a big roll.
Oh. All right, that's where we're
Yeah,
at.
it's bigger. I was looking up if there's any kind of modifier or anything. I don't think so, though.
Eh.
That's not going to do it, though.
I'm gonna chip that.
Are you?
Yeah, that's better.
Here you go. You're feeling lovely now. Just lovely.
Matt gets rose from the depths of my body and just stitched me up. That's a lovely imagery, isn't it?
You are very strange, Marshal Hexman.
See him eating this raw, rotted meat. Nasty. All right.
But he puts A1 steak sauce on it, so it's okay.
We probably get the knockoff kind in Perdition.
It's all the same.
Okay, so the night passes. You guys wake the next day, whatever time.
It is good to wake up early in the morning. I know why it is, but the older you get, the earlier you wake up.
Timmons needs to roll to see if he wakes up. And notice. -4. Nope.
So 8 o'clock comes and goes. Timmons still isn't out of his room yet. Doc Fong, Dr. Schultz, Jeb Hexman, HG, what are you guys doing?
Doc Fong is going to suggest going out to the wooded area where the wolfsbane lives because apparently it's a well-used urban traditional medicine, as per last time's research, and thus he would have a general idea where it must live to go pick some.
All right, so you head out into the woods.
Is anyone else here to join me?
Do what now? I had to restart the audio engine.
Jeb's going with Doc Fong.
Okay.
It's better to travel in pairs.
All right, so 8 o'clock in the morning, you two head out. You're looking for some wolfsbane. Something in the wolfsbane family. It is July, so it is possible you may find some in bloom someplace. We'll say Albert's busy running around town. He's trying to get money wired in and stuff for have it come in on the train to secure the purchase of the Lucky 49er. HG's I guess been working with him on that, or he may be. I don't know what he's doing.
Timmons sent telegraph off to his banker. His banker.
Well, you're gonna send a telegraph to your banker that says,
More silver coins needed.
Yeah. Send money.
Send money. So you go down to the telegraph office where Luke Joker Watson, the other candidate for mayor, is, and you have him send a telegraph off to your banker. That's just in.
I'm surprised there's not a sound for that in Sirenscape.
How much money? How much money are you having, sent out on the train? Wired to the banks in Shanfan, and you're going to transport it yourself?
The bank here hasn't been
Established.
opened yet.
Hasn't been established yet. Matter of fact, it was just on Timmons' docket. Yeah, what the hell is it?
Timmons docket. I mean, reasonably, Timmons might be able to get like $1,000 out here or something, without too much trouble.
Probably.
I mean, if he wants more, he needs someplace to keep it. So he wants to get $1,000 so he can buy a safe or something,
Have something.
Because there's the catalog place here, right?
Hellstrom Industries.
So he can order a safe.
There.
Order a safe, right?
You could, if it's in the Smith and Robards. You can definitely order a safe from there.
I'm sure they are a safe from somewhere.
Yeah. Yep. So,
when's the election? Next Tuesday?
The election is on the 15th. It'll be a week from Tuesday. Mayoral election to be held in Perdition on the 15th.
Oh, so we get 10 days.
Pretty much.
10 days isn't. I know you can't really get a safe. I wouldn't think you could get a safe at 10 days on the train. Well, I don't know. How often does a train come through here from like Shanfan?
The railroads aren't connected north to south yet. That was also on Timmons' agenda. Where is Growing Pains for Mayor Timmons? Here it is. So, moving the workers' shacks so they could build a bigger rail terminal. And Bayou Vermilion actually offered to pay for it. And roundhouses and everything else. And basically, Bayou Vermilion's wanting to make their connection to Wasatch right here. And Wasatch is balking at the idea. Of course. So yeah, like they want to make a big rail terminal right there.
Do you have an asset for your maps, rail terminal? Are you itching to put it in?
Nope.
I want to see you build it on the map.
Now if we were in Unity, I guess I could probably do something like that. But alas, we are not. Although I guess I could move it over. Nah. So that's how the rail connections stand. You could get to Bayou Vermilion by riding about a day to the south. Maybe even a little quicker. Every day the railroad gets closer and closer. The railhead does. And then
so I think they're out hunting for
Yep.
Wolfsbane. Timmons went to the tele thing off, but we also want to meet up with Lacey O'Malley. O'Malley, is he in town? What's he doing?
Yep, Lacey O'Malley has a room at the Fallen Angel.
So it's on Timmons' way back from to the hotel. He's gonna go by the mayor's office. It's Saturday, so
Yep.
just check in and then go see Lacey O'Malley. See if we can arrange a meeting with him. Come down to the hotel or something.
Timmons, give me a notice roll.
Timmons, notice?
Is he trying to wake up?
Oh, he woke up. A fire,
Well,
not too bad.
Not too bad. You do notice that Perdition is strangely subdued. It's really quiet. People seem to come out on the
Rolling
street.
around.
Yeah, you're just strolling around, but everybody else, like they'll walk out of a building or out of a house and move very quickly. They're walking very quickly to get to where they're going, and then they get off the streets again. And no.
It's because Jeb put the fear of the law into everybody in town.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
That's what Jeb believes anyway.
All right, I want to get a survival roll concerning or whatever it is that you have, Doc Fong. See if you can find some wolfsbane.
I'm going to assist.
Holy 9.
Okay, so you assist him. So I will say that you find enough to roll me 2d20.
Also, Hardy's going to pretend like he's helping.
Hmm.
All right, how was it rolling?
2d20.
Roll a d6 since he's not a wild card. Apparently, when an NPC that's not a wild card rolls a 1 on their roll, they're supposed to roll a d6 like as if they're a wild card to see if it's a crit fail.
So he didn't pick any poison ivy or anything.
What did you want Doc Fong to roll?
Got chiggers.
2d20, Doc Fong.
You don't get chiggers.
You find enough to make about 18 rounds. But you're going to have to smelter it into either your lead.
It's 67 pounds, but it makes 18 rounds. 67 pounds of it. It's like 7 bales. Take some refining.
Of course, this is the first time you've done this too,
What does wolfsbane look like?
I think it's purple.
Yep, little purple flowers. I actually posted a picture of it in chat someplace a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, last week. All right. Dr. Schultz, what are you into? Well, no, let me rephrase that. Let's rephrase it. Dr. Schultz, what are you doing this fine Saturday?
My friend, I am currently into a big pot of chili. As the old Westerners say, I'm having my belly filled.
Gotcha.
But the character is probably, if it's daytime, is it daytime?
Yeah.
He's probably going to stock up on some more ammunition based on what he saw.
Well, we did get Volmer Take to make us some silver bullets and ammo for our assorted weapons.
Yeah, you're supposed to meet up with him. He's staying at the sheriff's office, by the way. And he's got a reload kit. But now he is going to need casings, so if if you want him to make you 2 boxes of silver bullets, you're going to have to give him 2 boxes of rounds,
Shells. Yeah.
Yep, primers, and you're going to have to go get primer caps and all that shit from Hellstrom. Sundries.
Then I'll go I'll go.
Okay. So how many rounds of silver bullets do you think you'd like to have?
Me personally, I'd like to have at least 2 rounds.
2 boxes, you mean? 2 boxes of silver bullet
Yes,
rounds?
2 boxes.
All right. So basically, I'd say Timmons probably give him enough silver to make. I mean, think about it. 90 silver pieces. That'd make a lot of 45 caliber rounds. I'd say.
They're probably about yay big.
Yeah, I'd say you'd probably get at least 2 45 caliber rounds out of $1 silver dollar. You gave him 90. That's a lot of rounds. Of course, he's going to keep part of that for his fee.
See, would be possible for me to just make a crucible and like cover some brass knuckles in silver?
Cover some
Either
brass
that,
knuckles in silver.
either
Well,
that or forecast some. I'm assuming it would be fairly basic as far as my word science goes. To
I
just
like
melt metal
it.
and cast it.
yeah, and Doc Fong has a buddy named Stanley. He's got a blacksmith forge here. So
That really
outside,
wouldn't even be necessary. You can melt silver in like a tiny even disc crucible over a fire.
right? Okay.
And I'm just basically making a mold and pouring it in. I don't have to work the metal or anything.
You might be able to use Volmer's, since I'm assuming he'd need something similar to cast the bullets for the silver bullets.
No, for casting something like this, like I literally just make some sort of representation, and you just need a big plot of dirt. Basically, put it into a little square, pressure imprint
Yeah.
into it, put a top on it,
Pretty much.
pour it in.
That's how
Like
Foundry
I could
works.
go outside and make one in probably 45 minutes to an hour.
Yep.
But wouldn't silver brass knuckles be like incredibly soft?
That's why I was preferring to just coat some iron ones in silver.
Brass.
If they're
some
just
brass
coated, it
ones.
would just be. They
Yeah.
wouldn't be soft. Just the outer part would be.
Yeah.
And if you land a little bit and it somehow ends off flaking off into said an enemy, it would not cause a problem.
And
It would be even better.
knowing HG, he'll just like smash his hand through the rib cage anyway.
Then save the shavings from that so I can mix it into a couple of my alchemy bombs. I shave down what pieces are left.
Okay, so you're gonna make some alchemy bombs with some silver in there. Brad, looks like Doc Fong wants to do something with some of his weird science as well. So when we get with Volmer Tate here in a little bit, but Timmons, since you're
Can
kind
I make
of
a suggestion?
yeah.
Can we change Volmer Tate's name to Volmer Taint?
That's what I hear, anyways.
That's what I hear.
It's Fulmer Tane in my mind, anyway. So I don't.
Okay, that's good. That's what I hear. Sorry.
You're not alone.
Actually, leaving the E on the end makes it sound French or something.
It's Tante.
I said
Volmer Tante.
I know Taint.
I put on Timmons' character sheet 10 rounds of buckshot, silver, and 6 rounds of 44.
You've given him enough silver to where each of you guys can have a let's see, there's 20 rounds in a box of ammo. Is that right?
Well,
I guess
in-
it depends
in
on
Savage-
what
in
ammo
Savage-
it is.
In Savage World, it's 50.
Okay,
Wow.
so we will say that altogether there are, and he's going to take his portion out of there, and you see him take 10 silver dollars, and that leaves 80 silver dollars. Okay, and about 2 rounds apiece. That's 160 rounds. So that's divided up how you want. 160 rounds between you guys, whether it be in shotguns, arrowheads for Little Beaver, or whatnot. Now, Doc Fong, you got something different going on. You're trying for the first time to kind of mix some herbs into. I guess you're going to make. you're going to keep some of your PowerPoints locked up in some like bombs or something, some concoctions.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me how you'd like to. You're going to have to give me a weird science roll to see if you're able to get the recipe down. Can you
So my idea
extract
is in
enough
addition to the
essence? Can you extract enough essence from this wolfsbane? Oh, yes, you can. Absolutely. So you extract enough essence. Give me a D6. To make two of those entangle bombs with wolfsbane that burns. It's burning me. It burns. Timmons, when you're out walking around town, you notice Volmer Taint. And you see
There it
him.
is.
He's at the Undertaker's, and he's getting the Undertaker. And you see him. He's standing there next to a photographer, and the photographer's got his camera all set up, and they've got a coffin leaned up there against the front of the Undertaker's store, and Tully Griff's body is in there. Of course, his face is blown away. I don't know what good it's going to do him, but at least he's taking a picture of him. You see him walk over there.
Is there a wanted poster of him?
Oh, yeah, he's got wanted posters of him, but it doesn't look like this dude. This dude's got no face, the one in the coffin.
Well, Timmons pins a wanted poster to his forehead. Yeah, now take a picture. Now you can take a picture, and that makes better sense who that fella is.
That would be, probably better off Doc Fong making silver arrowheads for Little Beaver than trying to, fuse wolfsbane with metal.
I was thinking like put on top because apparently that's like a thing. Using it as a
Well, you could make it. Okay, you can make a toxin. Yeah, a toxin
like
out of it.
Put
And he
on,
could like soak his arrowheads in it and kind of make a syrup out of it and coat him in that. And yeah,
like a
tar.
we could do that.
Hell, you could probably even take some of the plant and attach it to the end of the arrow and fire it.
I heard wolfsbane kind of is like it mixes up like opium, so you could coat stuff in it.
but it does say that several species are used as arrow poisons.
There you go. There you
Shoot
go.
some flaming arrows. Flaming arrows at him.
See, what was I going to say? Anyway, so what he does, Volmer Taint, when the photographer's all ready to take his picture, he walks forward and he grabs Tully Griff's shirt and rips the buttons off of it and rips it open. And you see tattooed on his chest this wolf's face, like great big wolf's head, and it goes from right under his chin all the way down to just above his belly button. And he tells the photographer to take a picture of him, and Taint turns around and looks at the camera with him.
Oh, look at that. His nipples are its eyes.
Good idea, Mr. V-Taint.
Very creative, right?
So he says, "How you doing this morning, Maya?"
Oh, a couple hours of sleep done me wonders.
Well, I guess I'll be at the marshal's office at least the rest of the day. You guys come along. We'll make up what you need. 'Cause I guarantee you're going to have some trouble. He says it in that kind of New Orleans drawl he's got. You all bound to find some trouble.
Well, I'll be along later. Maybe I'll bring you some victuals.
You got trouble coming today.
If I can find some.
I'm coming and Elle's coming with me. There's Matty Curie. I didn't even see him in there.
What's up?
What up, Matty?
So Timmons wants to go by the mayor's office quickly, go to the hotel where Lacey O'Malley is.
All right. Is that where you guys are meeting back up later when they get back from
No, we'll
collecting
meet at the hotel.
Okay.
Right? Isn't the hotel got like a big area we hang out in and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. I've yet to do a map for it because I really don't have anything planned to happen there, but I guess I could do a map.
No, but Tim has pretty much rented the place. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought he.
Well, there's other rooms at the Cliff Watch.
yeah, but he's got like the top floor or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
I thought Timmons bought the hotel.
No, he was going to buy
No,
the printing press, the other newspaper.
$10,000 for a print press. No,
No, he wanted to buy that too, but I was thinking that he actually made a deal with the.
he would have bought it for 500, but not 10,000.
Now, see, that's why Timmons has got so much money. You know, he's worth probably $150,000, $200,000. $10,000? No way! I ain't not spending that on that. No, I gave you $500.
And then
No, he,
if the player himself says he didn't buy it, he didn't buy it.
so Timmons gets a yearly income of $500,000.
Crap.
And he won't spend
Yeah.
$10,000 on a printing press. Fuck no, I ain't spending that kind of money.
Well, it was hard. Well, as I recall, it was hard to get that money to where we currently
It
were as
is
well.
right now.
All kinds of
That's what Timmons was thinking the whole time. I'm going to make all this effort to get $10,000 to buy a printing press for some stupid election. I don't think so.
Hey, you're the one that wanted to run for mayor.
That's a pretty good
didn't have-
idea.
You didn't have to try to run for mayor.
the people
You could have
chose.
just done your interim mayor duties.
The people chose Timmons.
We can use it to manipulate the public.
Or we can find out if these
People
fellas are
never-
honest or not. Because if Timmons gets elected, man, those are some crooked ass mofos. And people know it.
He's not the mayor they wanted. He's the mayor they needed.
That's right.
Good one.
Plus,
So-
Timmons shoots well. He's probably nice to have around.
So you guys make it back. HG's kind of out back of the hotel here. You see him digging around in the dirt. He's got him a really hot fire burning over here and a cast iron pot on top of it. You see him chunking some silver dollars in there.
Timmons for Perdition Mayor. Tim's got a little sign made up. If he spelled it all right.
I don't know. Let's give me a smarts roll. Let's see if you spelled it right.
Nope. Perdition spelled wrong. Perdition.
MEYER.
How many S's are there in perdition?
Is it in crayon?
No,
He scribbled-
it starts out off as PURR. Per.
Perdition.
Exactly.
Spelled it just like it sounds. Perditions. It's got a lot of T's.
I think
Has a
there's a
couple-
little,
Go ahead.
bit of Egyptian in Timmons
Perditions.
geniality tweet.
Timmons Simmons for mayor of Perdition.
He's walking around, ain't no one watching him. There's no one knows it's spelled wrong. Half the day he's got this stupid sign, no one says nothing.
Hard times have come to perdition, baby. Gonna fix it, make it.
It's actually Dr. King Schultz that probably corrects it. No, Timmons.
Let's see what happens throughout the day before you guys meet up with Lacey O'Malley and you go to Vollmer up to the sheriff's office and Vollmer Tate shows you how to reload some stuff. So let's roll to see, anybody who's kind of studying Vollmer Tate thinks they want to go down here to Hellstrom's and order them a reload kit or buy them one. They probably got them in stock there. That probably would have been a common thing.
I would like to buy one.
Yep, Jeb Hexman has no problem picking up on it. Doc Fong, yeah, you can see with a little work you could probably reload your own shot.
I couldn't see
And,
over his shoulder all the times.
Doc Schultz, yeah, you're definitely thinking that this could save you some money, just buying powder and lead and
Be a nice hobby.
nice hobby. So yeah, you guys all kind of pick up on how all that works. And let's see, other things that happened today. And where's my notes? Timmons, some of the only people who don't seem to be completely Too scared to stay out on the streets. Seems to be a couple of representatives from the Women's League of Perdition who
No,
track you down, and they ask
not
you
the
why, Mr. Simmons, have you not done anything about them Chumash engines?
Well, let me tell you a little bit about why we haven't done nothing about them yet. Because they may be helping with the werewolf problem.
Werewolves. I heard that story. It sounds like a bunch of malarkey to me. But that down there, look, Mayor, you can see them camped down there. They're laying all over the place. I bet they're drunk. We need something done about that. If you expect to be mayor of this town,
ma'am, most of the folks of this town are drunk.
and that seems to be a problem, Marshall, and I think that if you'd keep the streets cleaned up a little bit, we wouldn't have that problem now, would we? By the way, women are going to vote in this town. We will have that known right now. Is that perfectly clear, gentlemen? Y'all have a good day.
Madam, if I may.
Don't step
Dr.
in that.
King,
Watch it. You go. Oh, you step right in it.
Pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
No.
Perhaps you might want to write in someone else as the sheriff of this town. Keep me in mind, if you will, Dr. King Schultz.
She looks at her while you're talking. She looks at her other friend right in the middle of while you're talking. She goes, "Can you believe they're letting Euro trash in here now?" And she just turns around and walks off.
Well, can't live with him. Can't live
It was
with
like, is that some kind of wrench or something? What's a Euro trash?
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Well, you jumped in, so I figured I might as well too. Even though I don't think I'm not sure if we're even there because I'm fucking getting supplies and you're getting Wolfsbane.
Well, we're walking around town.
Yeah, this is later in the day. This is after we.
These are just things that happen as you guys are wandering through the day. You know, we're going forward and backwards in time. Other things that happen. Let's see.
Did Timmons run into Lacey O'Malley? Set up a meeting for later.
You can do that. What time are you gonna set your meeting for?
Dinner. Like dinner
5
at the
o'clock.
hotel.
5 o'clock at the Cliff Watch. He'll meet you there.
When everybody's kind of back. So as during the day, Timmons will say, "Hey, we got a meeting with Lacey O'Malley 5 o'clock at the Cliff Watch." And I say it twice because they can't understand what Cliff Watch means.
Cliff Watch. It's Cliff Watch.
Shit.
They let the Euro trash in. So you need to do something about them Chumash Indians.
Well, Dr. Schultz, I'd be happy to go along with you if you wish to speak to these Indians. They don't seem to be causing a problem. I mean, except with the women.
No,
Timmons is not going by himself. There's no way he's going. He doesn't even want to talk about it.
They're doing black magic.
I see no problem. We will talk to these
Timmons doesn't
Chumash
like
Indians.
Indians. He's a little scared of them.
Dr. King Schultz he laces his arm like around Mayor Timmons' arm and says, "Come along, Mayor. We will speak with some of your newest constituency."
I've got to see this.
Constituencies. Is that?
I've got to see this.
What's
your
a constituent?
Your voters.
They're gonna let Indians vote?
I have no idea, but this should be interesting nonetheless. So Jeb's tagging along.
Man, I wonder what the women are gonna say about that.
I definitely want to know what happens when he gets back and tells the women that they are going to vote.
Settled it. The Indians are now citizens of Perdition.
Oh no.
Well, Mayor, being that you are the administrative force here in this area, you can grant them citizenship.
Therefore, I can, and he ain't going to.
Therefore, it would be advantageous. Perhaps we could talk with them. explain to them the basics of voting rights, and they just happen to come in and make their mark by your name on election day. Just saying.
Matt Curie wants to know if you're going to declare the werewolves can also vote as citizens.
Well, apparently the fellas, when they ain't it well with them, are citizens of perdition.
They are citizens, that's right.
But once we catch up to them, if we don't kill them, they will be put in jail and locked away for a long time for all the murders.
Well, they were in jail, locked away until you guys sprung them out.
And obviously, law don't go around here, law dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Not only did you spring him out, you dressed him up in fine clothing.
We sure did.
Well, it seemed like the right thing to do at the time. So, live and learn.
Yeah.
No regrets.
As long as we learn from our mistakes. Right, Dr. Schultz?
So Marbanya, describe this Indian encampment as we approach it.
You guys go
Chumash
down
Indian.
there? You guys go down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only
All right.
across town, right?
Yeah,
Oh, I got one question before, since we're going by the Lucky 49er. Is that the place that
HG and
yeah,
Albert.
they're buying? Okay.
Yep.
No, it's HG that's going around buying up half the shit.
Matter of fact,
That's what it is.
we're gonna put Albert
Usually
there.
it's just burning down half the stuff.
Him and Mr. Wu
So,
are
Tim-
working on it.
Tell me, what do we know about these? Is it Chumash Indians? What do we know about them? Are they like Little Beaver?
That's a good question. I would give. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. No, you. No. I would give Brad a
Ain't
chance to
Sioux,
know
are
who
they?
they are. Or you guys could roll streetwise to see if you can figure out something about these Chumash Indians from people that you talk to before
What
you
do
go
you want
down
me to
there.
roll?
Or Brad, just a smarts roll, like local knowledge of California out here and whatnot. All right. So what you guys gather on them between what Doc Fong already knows because he's a resident of California here, and Dr. Schultz.
They're Indian.
Jeb doesn't know shit, but Tim is on.
They're Indian.
Well, that's a
You
shooting
gotta eat a
roll.
pound of beef.
So you're going to shoot at the Chumash Indians, I guess, Timmons.
That's Timmons like my gun's working and we can go see him.
Marshal Dillon. Does your belly swell out when you eat that whole pound of meat?
Nope.
Gotta-
It goes right. It goes right to my butt.
Then how do you take nourishment?
It was a joke.
I'm laughing the whole time, but it's a genuine question. How would your character explain that? Because like normal people, when they eat, like if you eat a fucking pound of food, man, your stomach's gonna pooch out a little bit. So
He just shrugs. I have no idea. I haven't
Look,
figured
it's
that
like-
part out yet.
Super stomach acid or something.
He seems to. Well, you can't tell if he flatulates or not because the smell is
He's
just
dead.
the smell.
Sometimes it smells worse than others.
Plus Timmons is around a lot.
Yeah.
the marshal's dead, so his sphincter is permanently relaxed, so the air just freely flows. There is no. It's just,
Hello, Dragon
It's just-
Bait. How are
Sounds
you?
like a ping pong or a pinball falling out. Cling, tang, tang.
Ping, pang, pang.
Yeah.
Well, he isn't eating any fiber. That's true.
Oh,
But he is eating a lot of protein.
So how many of these Indians are there?
doing well, buddy. The gang is exploring Perdition, California.
Knowing Marb, there's a shit ton of them. There's one with a big fucking club too. I
Well,
bet.
it's the whole nation. They moved in last week. The whole-
The whole fucking nation moved in last week.
You
God
get
damn.
down there, and there are quite a few, but there's no women or children. There's no elderly. There's no old Indians. Put it that way. And
Since when did we become a sanctuary city?
a what?
Sanctuary city.
Sanctuary City. Well, what you find is you guys know that Green Iguana and Green Iguana's shack. He's just kind of a strange old hermit type of Indian, but he knows more about this area than anybody does. The Chumash Indians, you also know, for the most part, are pretty peaceful. And they, before the Great Flood, or not the Great Flood, but before the Great Quake that created the maze, they occupied some of the islands out off of Southern California and the coastal area of Southern California there. And then after the earthquake and the Great Quake, and they kind of had encampments on some of these mazes. But why all these Indian braves are down here, you don't know. You're not sure unless you go down to visit.
Well, fellas, do you want me to lead the way, or would you like to deal with these gentlemen on your own?
Oh, I'm just here to watch.
I also want to know what happened.
Timmons is standing at the railroad tracks going, is it safe?
I think Timmons and Dr. Schultz should, walk side by side to the encampment.
Timmons
We'll be right behind.
disagrees. Timmons disagrees. He pushes
Co-
Dr. Schultz slightly ahead of him.
Come now, Mayor. We must go meet your new people. Come on.
No barbecued iguana here. This
All
guy's the
nations
green
must
iguana.
have a political party leader. Come on, let's go.
Timmons stops in his tracks and looks directly at Dr. Schultz and says, now, you're positive you want me talking to these Indians?
I did not say at any time I wanted you to speak.
That's perfectly okay then.
Mayor Timmons.
Timmons tightens up his, just like we did with, what's his name? Long ears. Big ears Tam. I was mute, remember?
Indeed.
You're gonna be the mute mayor.
How? I mean,
I've got to ask, are you doing the Vulcan thing to him too?
how?
Manny, I've never had iguana. I've had lots of gator, but I've
That's
never eaten
great.
iguana. I'd imagine it tastes pretty much the same, I think.
I think we're going to
Probably more
miss out
tender.
on some fun times with you not being in Starfinder, Drake.
Probably.
So are you guys like approaching them like as a mob, all spread out like you're surrounding them on the map here, like you are now? Or are you
we're
walking up the street towards them, or
let's see.
It wasn't entirely clear
these
where
two,
they are, so
they're all
and
camped
then
out?
we get Jeb. We're like this.
They're like in an encampment right here around this guy's shack.
I wasn't entirely sure, so I just kind of moved over that direction.
So instead of a mob, we come marching in formation. That might make them feel better.
Well, I don't know. As you come walking in, you see all these Indian braves, and they kind of stand up and they look at you, but that they don't seem to be like reaching for any weapons or anything, but they seem to get a bit defensive.
Hello. It's nice to see you today. We are the welcoming party from the little town of Perdition. You know, the little place that you see across the tracks, so to speak. I come bearing the mayor, who wishes to welcome you to this wonderful, wonderful little village, town, city, whatever you want to call it. A rural establishment. We have the latest and greatest of technological advancements, so to speak.
They all part, this crowd of Indians, they all part, and they all look back behind them, and you can see there's like a central campfire built here. And sitting beside the campfire, kind of stretched out on some skins, some looks like bear skins and wolf pelts and things, is this old Indian. I mean, he's old and
Like Scotty old?
and he is completely nude except for some, like, you think it's probably green paint or something painted in. They look like scales on his body, painted on his body, and he's smoking a really long pipe. And
Ben, hush. No pipe jokes right now.
and he kind of sits up, looks at you guys, and you can see like his old wrinkled body, and he
Oh, God.
he waves at you.
Is that a growth? Is that a growth on his knee? Oh no, those are his nuts.
All the way down there. Just, yeah, he's free balling, man.
Usually a question
Why do they call him the green iguana?
I must say, I don't know much about Native Americans or these. Since he's naked, is he circumcised?
No, he's not.
Oof. 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 All right.
That's the green iguana.
Looks like a pig in a blanket. All right.
Anteater.
Snuffleupagus is Big Bird's best friend.
Snuffleupagus?
Very interesting shade of green.
Don't stare into it.
The old man sits up and he looks at you and he goes, "Welcome to my camp." Very fluent English. Please,
Thank you.
relax. Sit down. Relax.
Oh, much obliged.
As you look around, because I know any of you guys in this real situation would be doing this, there's no weapons at all laying around here.
Schultz happily sits right next to this guy.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's appropriate.
That's appropriate. I didn't know that it would. There you go, Matty Curie. He just triggered your campfire. Yeah, cool.
You apparently have it set up.
I didn't do that. That's out of the box right there. Matty Curie's a Sirenscape extension.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any chat triggers when I opened it.
I am Dr. King Schultz. This fine gentleman here is the esteemed Mayor Simmons of Tradition.
I have heard this name. And he smokes. I have heard this name.
This strapping young man with the emo disposition is Sheriff Jeb Hexman and his trusty deputy, Doc Fong.
He looks at Jeb Hexman and he makes this sign. And you see him reach out and take some of the smoke from his pipe and pull it over his head as he's looking at you, Jeb.
Very
okay.
interesting.
Simmons leans over and says, "You stink, Jeb. They noticed."
Oh, I guess I have been kind of forgetting to get another bottle from HG.
Well, according to the women, these fellas get drunk all the time. Maybe they got some.
Do y'all drink a lot of alcohol here?
You look around, you don't see any. He says, "I do not permit it. It causes people to get anxious, and they anger quickly." And he smokes.
Very wise of you, I must say. Having not been brought up in this country, that would be an apt observation about most of the Yanks, so to speak. But we figured it was high time we came and welcomed you to the area. What is there perhaps something we can do for you and your people? I know the tragedies of the indigenous peoples of the land. I myself am quite heartsick over it myself, being a educated man from Austria. But is there anything we can do to make your plight a little bit easier?
I do not know where this Austria is. Tell me.
It's across the big pond to the east.
I thought you called that place England.
Oh,
For
it is in England.
It's over. It's over in that area somewhere.
yeah, it's in Inglewood.
It's down south.
I once knew
Really, J-Rock?
a man from England. He was a shyster.
Was he a hair tonic salesman?
As you guys sit down and start talking to him, all these other Indian braves just kind of go back to what they were doing. You see him, stitching together some leather footwear and, doing just different stuff like that. It's like everyday house chores. And he sets up and he says, I knew it wouldn't be long before someone came to find out why these people are here. It is the way with you white folk. And he puffs on his pipe. He says, but their people have been stolen and enslaved, and they came here looking for help. And I have so far told them they will not find help among you white people.
That is not at all correct. There are those of us white people who are more than willing to help. Tell us what you mean by taken. Who has taken these people? I don't see any women or children. Are you referring to the total lack of the pharaoh species and their offspring?
Yes, they have taken all of their women and their children and their old people, though what they would want them for I don't know. It is the soldiers that took them.
The soldiers?
Blue or gray?
Or the ones to come from that Mexico place.
Please,
Saw.
please. Race is not an issue here.
And he says, it seems the Chinaman has the right of it. As you say, race is not an issue.
Frankly, Chief, personally, I don't mind you being here. You haven't seemed to disrupt, normal day-to-day things. You seem to keep to yourself for the most part. So, personally, I don't mind if you stay.
But he don't mind if you go either.
I have been here longer than all of these people that you see in this place they are calling perdition. I was here long before.
Are you also 170 years old?
I am very old, that is true. You are wise, or else you can see really good. And he reaches down and he grabs his meat and he slaps it over the other direction, like he's trying to get some air circulation.
Trying to get his dick. What the hell? It's getting a little thing. It's too done on one side. He's got to flip it over.
You are very wise to avoid sunburn.
Looks like he's probably been tanning with ghost rock oil because he's dark. I mean, he's like copper tone baby here.
Timmons can't take it too. He's like, blurts out, "What do you feed that thing?" Is that why they call you the green iguana? That what that is?
Timmons, we're not going to go there.
Yes.
We are.
Plus,
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I'm mute. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
We've already gone there.
Does my state of undress make you uncomfortable? And he stands up, and as he does, it's like swinging right in front of your face. And he turns around, and his wrinkly old saggy ass is hanging down, and his little bow legs, and he walks into his tent, and all you see is slapping on the side of his leg as he walks away, or walks into his
Hey, Rob,
shack.
we didn't do the announcement.
I do believe we should nickname him the Horsecock Express.
Oh God.
hey,
Pretty soon he comes back out, and you see he's got like this kind of woven. Well, they call him a drug rug today, but like woven southwestern style, kind of poncho thing over the top of him, and his shit is still swinging around there. But as he comes over and sits down, it kind of covers up his stuff, and he tucks himself away, makes sure nothing's hanging out down there. Please let us continue.
Absolutely. Let's say I don't think any of us could disagree that taking of women and children and the elderly is a good thing. Would, gentlemen?
indeed.
We would be of the type of a white man who would be more than willing to look into this matter and try to alleviate some of the misery that your people have experienced.
It is the soldiers far to the south. They wear the bright, fancy colors, not like those blues and those grays.
We will certainly look into the matter, because it's wrong.
We did recently see some around here as well.
Yes, they at the time they weren't causing any problems, but we shall question them again.
I tell you, I have another matter I might want to pass along with you. Your people have lived in these lands long before the white man, as you said. We have experienced an encounter with men who are kind of like wolves, so to speak. They take the form of wolves when the moon rises high. Would you know much about these legends?
Oh, you mean the werewolves?
Yeah, werewolf. That would be it. Yeah.
That is what you white people call them. They are shape changers, like many shape changers, but they are dark, foreboding. They are tainted.
Cursed.
They are cursed with the evil taint.
Evil taint seems to be going around this town, I must say.
I believe the other taint was not evil.
You are the first white people that have ever come to my camp to sit and talk for long. Most come and have one or two questions and they go away. I give the answers when I can.
To be honest, I kind of like you.
King Schultz pulls out his pipe and his smoking tobacco and fills his little pipe and begins to smoke as well.
Green Iguana smiles at you. He likes that. He
Well,
kind of smells your smoke coming off your pipe.
well, if we're smoking, Jeb will roll up a cigarette.
Would you care to take a pull off my pipe?
Please. And he hands you his, and he takes yours.
We're exchanging pipes. It's like a reach around. His pipe's in my hand and my pipe's in his.
Doctor, you might want to be careful with that. It may or may not be tobacco.
Tobacco is grossly overrated.
I can tell you it most definitely may not be tobacco. He tells you.
I will
Fair warning.
I will imbibe, yet I will not inhale, as a future president would say.
Um, as a future president will say. That's good. I like that. He tells you that if you are interested, that is fine imported smoking material, all the way from Arkansas.
Indeed, I have heard of this place. I do believe one of the farms, so to speak, is known as the Clinton Arms Plantation.
I don't know. I have never been there, but the first time I smoked these lily pads, I realized the power that the weed has. I need you to roll first of all, give me a vigor roll, Dr. Schultz. Okay. Now give me a spirit roll. You don't quite seem to understand what he's talking about. Doc Fall, give me a smarts roll. Okay, and what do you have? What do you have to roll on there for your herbal knowledge?
Have survival or science?
Yeah, either one. What your choice.
Science.
Science!
Okay, that's he just said lily pads, and you know that several varieties of lily pads that grow in different parts of the world contain hallucinogenic properties.
Interesting.
Out of character, it's probably a good thing Albert isn't here.
He'd be trying to steal his acid lily pads.
Those seem like very interesting plants you have there.
Please, share my pipe with all who will smoke. And he leans back and just closes his eyes, and as he does, his drug comes up, and his meat's all hanging out again in the sun.
Do we need to take off our pants?
I'm pretty sure that's optional.
Why would you
good.
take your pants off? That seems strange to me. And he continues to smoke on Dr. Schultz's pipe. This is very good. What do you call this?
I call this. He pulls out the little package.
What? Keep it back.
Cherry blossom surprise.
I have heard of these cherries. He takes another draw on it, and he leans up, and he takes several blades of grass and pulls them up and sprinkles them onto the dirt in front of him like this. And he takes a big pull off of his pipe, and he looks down, and he blows that smoke all over those blades of grass that he pulled up and dropped. And they kind of blow into a pattern out there, and then you see him kind of looking over the pattern like this.
What does the grass tell you?
The grass can tell you many things. And it tells me that it's almost time to start cooking dinner. I have a lot of Indians to feed.
I look around and, like, how many do I see?
It's about 15.
The whole
20.
nation, man.
Yeah, well, that's about what's left of them.
Well, I see your nation is still vibrant and of great number. we would suggest you keep an eye on one another, as these werewolves, shape changers, as your people calls them. They are running rampant as we speak throughout the nights. So you just keep an eye out for each other. And I've noticed you liked my smoke. So if you wish, I will offer you a gift of my tobacco pouch. Would you accept?
He sits up and he looks. A gift is a very welcoming thing to do when it come into a man's home. It is my turn to give you a gift. And he kind of rolls over like this and he starts digging around underneath him.
Oh, jeez.
I love it.
He pulls the animal hides back, and underneath the animal hides, you see a folded over like a leather bag about the size of maybe a mail satchel or something. Looks like it's handmade. He says, "I have made this, and I would like you to have it." And he hands it to you, and it has a very cold. I mean, it's very cold when you touch it.
Dr. Schultz will take it, reaching out both hands and accept this offer, and he'll look at it, and um, he will kind of marvel at the craftsmanship that has gone into this, because
What is it exactly?
it's a man purse. That's what
It
It's a cold man purse.
It is that, but it is much more. What meat you put in that will not spoil like that has settled ill upon this land. I like to keep it under my meat because it keeps it cool.
You, great chief, you are most wise and you are most
Generous.
giving. Yes.
Before
I
you
will treasure
leave,
this.
tell me.
It's made out of Yeti skin.
And he looks around, he looks down at the grass again, he says, "Those old hens that cluck around in town, what did they want you to do when you came out here today?"
King Schultz looks over at the mayor as if to looking to read some sign from the mayor of what I should say.
So Timmons looks back at Dr. King Schultz, and he kind of has his lips kind of pressed together, and he just goes, and he nudges towards the Indians.
That does not look like a
Oh,
good.
you can't see me. He said, he puts his finger and draws it across his throat and nudges his head towards the Indians, and then
The old clattering hens, as you call them, they are not as open-minded, so to speak, as us. They are fearful, and they read too many of the American novel and paper about savages and all of that. Just uneducated bullshit, as they say.
Yes, I believe they call those romance novels that they are reading with the savages.
Something about Indian chiefs with very large pigs in a blanket raping them after savagely killing the pioneer husband and children, and then having 15 Indian babies, things like that.
Those stories were not intended to be birthed from their first coming to introduce themselves to me. What crude women, as you call them, they were, clucking hens. I discovered very quickly that if you take your pants off, they run.
Well,
so,
that explains why you're naked.
As you
that
see,
gives me an idea. Mayor Timmons, if it seems that these women are going to vote for your opposition,
Mayor Simmons, would you like to remove your pants, baby, and show them what you got?
if you must scare away the people who are voting against you, that might be a solution.
So you want me to stand up at the polls and pull down my pants?
No, I have a
Please-
better idea. I have a
Please
better
don't
idea.
do that, Timmons.
Chief,
A little bit.
we have a bit of a situation occurring in a little was it over a week out of character? When's the election?
10 days.
In 10 days. We might be able to use your help if you'd be so obliged. Perhaps you could stroll into town, so to speak, pantsless. If we need your assistance on election day, perhaps to keep the clattering hens away from the polls.
You are inviting me into your town.
Yes, on behalf of the mayor and the sheriff and all of us, the educated white men. Yes.
Okay, how about this? If we can promise to get the clucking hens, as you put it, to stop bothering you, stop hassling you and whatnot, can you put on pants?
Does that mean they would come back here again?
I would hope not. We will try to assure them that you are peaceful and non-threatening, because I like you. You're a noble, honorable person.
When in doubt, perhaps you could get some sort of quick release cod piece.
In the meantime, would you need anything? Food, rations, basic blankets, anything like that?
I need for nothing. Mine is all provided by our great Earth. And he says, but you are welcome at my camp any time. How long my friends stay is up to them, but they have nowhere to go. They fled from being enslaved. Perhaps you could find out why. That would be very honorable. And again, I am supposed to walk into town to the old hens?
I don't think that's necessary.
Only if they're going to vote against our good friend the mayor. That's what I'm saying.
Now, hold on. We can't interfere in the election in that manner.
Oh, really? You don't think someone else is going to interview in this election?
It's not fair, you know.
Mail-in voting be damned.
I mean, we're going to allow them to vote. I don't mind. I'm open to it.
Will Timmons accept the results of the vote?
Will Timmons, Mayor Timmons, will you facilitate a peaceful transfer of power should you lose the election?
So Timmons thinks for a second. He says, "To transfer the powers for myself."
Marb, I think J-Rob needs a Benny for that.
Yeah, I think you guys all need a Benny for that. And with that, I tell you what, it's time to take a break. I'm loving this, but basically, you guys have just met the person who knows more about this area than anybody else. He's very old. He's lived here a very long time. He tells you of the plight of these people who have come to see him, which he is Chumash Indian, but he did not live with these folks. He's lived here for, all of his adult life. These people settled in around him. He doesn't get along with the old hens. They cluck too much. He found a way to keep them away. And then
he let the iguana out.
Then he starts.
Plus, he doesn't like their pies.
But he starts talking specifically about them blaming him for the state that their husbands come home from Sallytown in, and it is not his fault. He does not bring in those Chinese drugs. It's one thing to smoke a little lily pad, but
lily pad, yes, indeed.
And he gives you some of his lily pads here, Dr. Schultz.
Ooh.
Hands you some of that there, and he hands you your pipe back, and he takes his. He says, "May you enjoy those from time to time."
And you as well, my new friend. I will make my way back to the general store, and I will order you a supply of the cherry blossom that you have taken quite a liking for, out of friendship.
I think we can be friends.
I would like that.
Well, good luck with the clucking hens. And then he
Can
just
I borrow that fella for a day or two?
buy that
And
what?
That fella. He points to his schlong.
What?
What? It might keep him out of the office.
I would rather
Look
hang
at my
on to
new
this
doorman.
myself. Oh, you want me to come and work for you? My working days are done.
All you gotta do is stand by the front door and open it once in a while.
A naked wooden Indian. Is that what you're saying?
Why do you think it got? How do you think it got invented?
Chief Woodencock.
The wooden Indian outside of his building.
Chief Woodencock. Let's take a break, guys. What do you say? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Yeah, everybody out there, you can go away, but please come back. We've got much more shenanigans to.
Joey's out there.
Yeah, Joey's out
Baby,
there.
we're gonna be cooking and smoking
Yeah.
all night long.
All
Stay
night
with
long.
me.
Stay with me. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go. Let's get before 10 minutes starts.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Oh shit.
We're back.
Taking a road trip.
Taking a road trip. Taking a road trip on Google.
Road trip.
Road trip.
All right. So you guys wander off, but Hexman tells you he'll be along shortly. And you're supposed to meet Lacey O'Malley at 5 o'clock at we're at your hotel, I think.
Yeah, at Chesterfield or whatever it's called.
We
The Cliff
we
Watch.
talked to Volmer in the meantime. Or we already did that, I'm not sure.
You've already done that. And Volmer's going to stay there for a couple days until you can get some repairs made. And he appreciates the covered roof, and he'll tell people where to find the sheriff if he needs to be
Part
found.
of it has a roof.
Yeah, part of it has a roof. Anyway, so you guys come 5 o'clock. You got to meet Lacey. So you head back. Hexman tells you he'll be along shortly. Jeb, you're sitting here with the old chief.
Chief Naked Bottom.
You can call me Naked Bottom if you wish.
It was more of a joke and out of character than anything.
Oh.
But
show him your iguana, Marshal Dillon.
I don't think there's a need for that.
Okay.
What do you know about men coming back from death?
He takes his pipe out and he says, and nobody else is really sitting here. You got to be sitting pretty close to him. And he sits up. He says, "You mean men just like yourself, Marshal?"
I take it you noticed.
He said, "Not until you stood before me. Your condition is not advanced."
Advanced?
Jeepers Christ. Yeah, he says advanced. He continues to smoke.
It's getting hot there, isn't it, Vin?
No, I was laughing at Mark because on cam he says he just sits back and continues to smoke, and he hit his vape several times.
He's gotta get into it.
Exactly.
His meat's getting some heat.
You have to envision that I look like leather skin and have a lot of old white hair, long white hair. Not just white beard, but
and
long white hair. Just picture that for a minute, damn it.
And naked.
I'd rather not picture the pure white pubes, to be honest.
Laying like a centerfold.
Oh, he doesn't have much. Matter of fact, he doesn't have much bush left down there, man.
Well, like I said, Jeb's not really looking.
Jeb's looking.
Yep.
At least he's trying not to. I mean, it's hard not to see something when you're talking to a naked man.
That baby's arm demands my contact.
Bite me, Timmons.
They're not even here. So what is it you're wanting to talk to the old chief about, Jeb?
Well, basically, he wanted to find out more about it. If it's, something that can be, if it's a curse that can be lifted or something.
A curse. You have named it justly. It is, as you have called it, a curse. He says there is no changing, Marshal. Someday, perhaps someone will slay the Wendigo. Or the Manitou. The Wendigo. Someone will slay the Manitou. You seem to be doing a fair job of controlling him.
It was a little,
The Manatee.
let's just say, a little shaky at first.
Your battle has just begun. Your struggles are long, and if you are to receive any mercy, it will come to an end quickly. There is but one way, and that is to destroy the brain.
Well, at least if I do turn into some evil thing or whatever, as you suggest, at least my friends might have a way to subdue me.
Marshall, you still say if this happens.
If, when.
It will happen.
Well, hopefully later than sooner.
So I will come and visit you in your town.
What about ways to help fight it or anything?
And he takes a big sniff. He says, I can tell you've discovered one secret. The alcohol does not touch you.
Yeah, that was pretty quickly discovered.
It will prolong, it will postpone the effects. But they don't just call it the inevitable for nothing.
White man from town.
I will come and visit you in your white man town. And then he stands up slowly on his toothpick thin legs.
Oh shit.
And he kind of takes you by the shoulder arm and kind of helps you up. He says, thank you for coming to see me, Marshall. I'm ready for my afternoon nap now. And he turns around and he goes back inside his shack.
Time for nap.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure, Chief.
Doesn't Albert need a stripper?
He's shaking. He's just twisting his hips, and his old cock is just flopping back and forth, a slap at each.
Get some music.
Flop, flop, crack, crack, crack.
Get some music playing.
And for the finish, he does the pelvic thrust, so his cock slaps his belly and then slaps his taint.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, watch what happens when he takes the blue pill.
Let's see. When the bell is ringing, back and forth, ding dong.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's see.
Lacey O'Malley. Poor Lacey. We're in the mood tonight.
I blame Marb.
All right, we're going
You
to the
can.
hotel. Walk down the tracks.
All right.
Do I need to
Looking
put that in
for-
my inventory? That lovely mound pal.
Yeah, just make an item there. That's it'll keep your meat. You put your good old meat in there. You keep it fresh, keep your meat fresh, so you can give it a good rub later.
Yeah,
boy!
A good old chill.
Yeah. Oh god, I like Marb's better, Ben. Holy shit.
I've never even heard it, man. I still have not watched a video of that guy yet.
There's really no need to, because you just nailed it.
It's called
Tell you
cold.
what, I have air-conditioned seats in my truck. I don't like them. It feels like you wet yourself. You're like, what the hell's going on here?
Really?
I mean, if you're really hot, for a few minutes it feels okay, but after a while you're like, are my pants wet? What's going on? I don't like it. The heated shit's nice, but the air conditioned's not. And I live in Florida.
It's like gold bond on your nutsack.
Yeah, that's the kind of feeling I got.
Old school air conditioning.
You feel like they froze off, and then you touch them, and it's like, ah.
All right, so you guys go back to the hotel, Cliffwatch Hotel. 5 o'clock on the dot. Lacey O'Malley comes in.
Motel, motel, holiday inn.
Gentlemen, good evening to you.
Hello.
We got a
evening.
story for you, Lacey. There's this guy out there, and he's got a pet iguana.
Not,
No,
Mayor, not now, not now.
Ignore
Lacey
Timmons.
O'Malley would not be interested in that story.
You see him kind of chuckle. He says, "I've met the chief."
He's a very interesting fellow, isn't he?
That's putting it mildly. On to bigger and better, better things. So, what's with the ruckus last night? Some tell of werewolves. And you see he gets out his pad and licks the end of his pen.
There were some strange regular wolves as well.
All right. Well, Jeb's response to this is he reaches into his duster pocket and lays out about a half dozen silver bullets.
God, I thought you were going to say you reach into your pants and pull your iguana out.
No, that would be
flap.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
I just pull my. Excuse me while I whip this out.
Looks like an old leather shoe that was left out in the rain for a week.
No shit.
Better decorum than that.
Hey, maybe you should pour some whiskey on that thing.
Marshall, I've been wondering, how is your man parts working out these days? Because I'm starting to think that along with your toes might be starting to turn black, like as in gangrenous.
Well, I can tell you this. The heart isn't pumping blood. However, the flesh doesn't seem to be rotting per se. You can smell it, but it's not like physically rotting.
Okay, because I mean, without circulation, your blood's pooling.
Yeah, well, think of it this way: the evil spirit, the Manitou in me, is basically keeping my body alive.
Yeah.
This sounds so nasty.
Fuck is that?
So if he gets excited enough, the Manitou will get big.
Oh.
What? Oh, if I get excited.
The Manitou's gonna swell it. It's freaking nature gonna swell up.
Yeah, Benno, you would have long since realized that you really have no interest in the opposite
copulation.
Sex. Yeah, copulation anymore whatsoever. There's no drive. I mean,
he just needs to meet the right zombie lady.
Green iguana's medicine.
To the flesh.
Yeah, even green iguana's medicine couldn't help you out right now. So that's the least of your worries.
And unfortunately, Doc Fong only has natural male enhancement, none of that unnatural.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying that the chief carries around the little blue pills?
Ginseng woot for your woot.
He's got like a little snap thing that you pop him out of. One for
Little,
you,
like Pez?
Honey goat's weed.
He's got a little boner on the top of a Pez dispenser.
That's not a boner. That's a clit.
All right.
Boner.
So let's see. Give me a D20, Jeb.
I remember popping a boner in school. Then being asked to go up to the board and do a little algebra.
So, Lacey, how is your friend doing?
Yes. That's why I was glad to meet with you guys tonight. Sam is gonna pull through. He set up a couple of times. He's ate on his own. He slept a little bit. He said, I haven't had but a few seconds here and there where he was talking, but I don't know. I'm hoping the next 24 hours he really pulls through this thing.
I having connection issues to the stream, or?
I guess, because it looks like we're still streaming.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I know there's occasional times where it like buffers for a few seconds.
Yeah, that's what it's been doing, buffering.
Well, if it does it a lot, you might need to reload the page.
Yeah, Twitch gets, I guess their servers get overloaded. I don't know.
Lacey, what can you tell us about the Caligula?
The what?
The what?
The processing facility.
The collegium. He said, "Well, I've
That's
told
what
you.
it is.
I've told you about all I know. I know that Wasatch has interest in it, but yet everybody they sent out there hasn't come back."
Well, how far away is it?
Oh, about a half a day's ride north. It's not very far at all.
What do you think, fella? You want to take a ride out there?
We can try.
That could work. Perhaps we could do that in the morning. We should also see if we can speak with those Mexican soldiers.
Yes, and we also need to try to assuage the clucking hens.
That's
Well,
the best thing we could do is get out of town.
If they cause trouble, we do know what a solution is.
Gentlemen, I think we are forgetting one very important aspect to this little situation. We are in hot pursuit of the werewolf.
Yes, but if they are like we think, they only come out at night.
And only on the full moons.
That's
or near the full moon.
Edgar Winters, they only come out at night.
Deal with them before full moon?
So we know who they are now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, easier to find them and just kill them that way.
I'd rather kill them in daytime.
Assuming werewolves work quite the same in Savage Worlds and Deadlands.
Or at the very least, the marshal could arrest them.
I have a feeling that there's no cage that can really hold them.
We just throw a bunch of this wolfbane in the drinking supply.
Wouldn't that
Why not? I ain't been in a good pit fight in a while. I think I could take one-on-one.
And Mayor Timmons, I believe that's called murder.
We will sell tickets for this pit fight.
Oh, you think it'd affect everybody? I was just thinking it would kill the werewolf.
It does have potential entertainment value for the town, I suppose.
Opening night special for our new saloon.
And we can sell, beer or, something.
Free pyrotechnic display with every ticket.
Yeah. We'll market it Beauty versus the Beast.
Which one would you be, HG?
Well, he'd be the beauty, obviously.
I think
With
he may
special
need a new hat
guest,
for that.
the green iguana.
God.
Yeah, here's HG.
Though I don't know if it's the best idea to. Don't know if it's the best idea to keep werewolves captive and force them to fight. That could potentially come back and bite us in the ass, no pun intended.
Green iguana versus the cackling hen.
Fight.
So we're gonna look for werewolves tonight? Get some pitchforks and some torches?
It may be a good idea. And then we can go to this other location tomorrow.
I say we take shifts tonight.
Yeah, I'd say to
What's that? You cut out.
to avoid having more townsfolk killed, we should probably try to deal with the werewolves first.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. But I have a feeling that regardless, it's gonna be difficult. But I suppose before nightfall, we could try to track down where Griff and the others are.
I don't know why, Marshal. You are a master tracker.
We can
We
also
trust your judgment.
we can also assume that the werewolves are actually the ones that are making everyone disappear down at the rock processing facility.
That's a possibility too. Could also be something totally unrelated.
So
It
I
could
think
be Sasquatch.
for the town of Perdition, as the interim mayor, I'd say that tonight we stay here and in the morning we go investigate that. if we survive. That is.
That sounds good. You should strike your gavel so that it is official.
Oh yes. Timmons almost
wait.
like, ha
What
ha.
was the idea? What was the idea? I missed it.
We're gonna like take a watch tonight and see if we can protect the town, take shifts or whatever. And then tomorrow we're going to see about the ghost rock processing facility in the morning. And it's like a half a day out there. Maybe we can get back before dark if we're.
Yeah, depending on how long it takes.
We can get horses, right? We can rent horses for the day or whatever. Or we don't have.
I don't think our horses are here.
No, we didn't bring our
We should be
horses.
able to get horses though.
Well,
Oh yeah, you
Jeb,
get horses at the
Or
stable.
a couple of. Even
if I recall, Jeb left his horse back at Big M Ranch.
Is there a road all the way out there? We could just take a couple of wagons.
He says, yeah, there was a road out there. He said it's probably overgrown. There hasn't been any traffic out there
Oh, then let's just take horses then.
in 6 months, well before the big rail battle.
6 months.
Yeah. But yeah, you could rent horses. You could buy horses. You could rent horses.
Yeah, I guess we got enough money. We can do whatever we want when it comes to horses. So let's do some kind of watch. You want to do pair up on watch all night?
I
Yeah.
think that
Two,
perhaps
two, and
you
two?
should go first, Mayor Timmons, because you are oftentimes difficult to awaken.
That sounds like a perfect idea. So who's waking me up at the end of this? I mean, who's on the shift with me?
I
Who's
suppose.
waking you up at the end of your shift?
It's already started to say.
Schultz will do it. Schultz will.
Perhaps
Tactic geek.
that'll work.
Yeah.
yes,
You can
and
teach me how to play
perhaps-
that Australian game. What's it called? Chess?
Austrian.
You wish to learn the
That's what
finer
I-
points.
That's what I
Yes,
said. Austrian.
of
I thought you
course.
said
Of course.
Australian.
I will teach you. No problem.
Where are we all hanging out? Like on watch at the sheriff's office?
Probably some sort of central location, maybe.
So
Central?
you're just gonna sit at the marshal's office with Taint all night, or are you gonna patrol the town, or what?
No, we're gonna kind of take a patrol around, but one of us should stay at the sheriff's office the whole time, and the other two do a patrol and take turns for what, 2 hours apiece? What is there going to be? 6 of us, so 3 shifts of 3 hours. 3 shifts of 3 hours.
Well, wait. Does Jeb sleep?
He does sometimes.
I was gonna say he could just be on there all the time and just him and then someone else.
Are you guys loading your weapons with the silvered ammunition?
I already have.
Okay, just remember that, that's what's in your weapon.
I have my shotgun with that and my.
Emmett has got 1 and 1. He's got 1 silver and 1.
That's what Dr. King
then-
said.
And he has 3 rounds in his revolver. So half and half on each weapon.
All right, just keep track of how much of your silver ammunition that you use.
Yeah, I got it. I got it marked on my
Is
inventory.
Little Beaver around in town here?
What did you guys? I think Little Beaver was hanging out with Chumash, wasn't he? Didn't you guys send him
I
out
thought
there
so.
to hang out with them or something? I don't remember.
I believe so. That makes sense.
He found him a little chew ass out there, and he's been in the teepee. He wasn't out.
Oh, there's no women out there.
No.
Well, there was a long-haired one that kind of.
He's still dealing with the untimely demise, so to speak. So he's not chew mashing just yet.
The chief has an herbal remedy for that.
We also need to find the clucking hens.
They
Why
will
you
surely find
insisting we gotta find
the
them women?
mayor.
I think it might be best to find them before they find us.
I think it best we just leave town before we run into them.
All right, so there's 5 of you. What's your watch orders there? I've got 0, 0, 0,
Well, I
1, and
kind of counted Albert if
Yeah, and Hardy there could volunteer.
or one
Although
of
he
them,
likely
right?
will hide in an alleyway and scream like a little
Or
girl.
Valmer Taint, you know,
Alright.
he could be one of them. So there's 6 of us, I figured.
Taint her honey. Taint
Three
her
sh-
vagina.
3, Dr. Schultz and Timmons are on first. What, Jeb and somebody on the last one?
Jeb might need to go with HG just to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, they'd be on last watch, and then the other 2 on the middle watch.
And Doc Fong,
Doc.
Gerald,
Doc,
and
Valmer Taint.
Palmer. Yeah. I figured Hardy would probably stay back at the station and keep an eye there while Volmer and Doc went on patrol.
There are lots of tables to hide under.
All right.
I mean, inspect for important defensive precautions.
Okay, so first watch is Timmons and HG, right?
No.
No.
Timmons and Dr. Schultz.
King Schultz.
Okay, HG is third watch.
Blast. Yeah, with Jeb.
Yeah.
Does HG sleep?
Eventually.
Standing up with his eyes open.
Yeah, he sleeps wherever. You know, you guys sit still very long. HG sleeping, but it's easy to wake him up. Okay, so first watch, Timmons or Schultz. Give me a D20. Oh.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
Good. That means we find them.
Not necessarily.
Or we find that.
Or they find
undead
us.
Or something finds you.
Who rolled that? Schultz. Timmons, give me a D8. That was
And
an
find
8.
a lot of things.
An 8?
It
No
was-
shit. Okay. All right. So
Anyone have that frying pan card?
I have the angry mob card. Should I play it?
Please no, not again.
I have wonderful cards tonight, Vin. You're gonna love them.
Oh, I have a couple of good ones too. Luckily, I
I'm
have
amused and
one.
terrified.
Fortunately, I have one that prevents y'all from playing it again.
Again, the sweet southerner coming out and Vin tonight, baby.
let's see if I can find.
Did I really say again with that much of a southern accent?
You said again. Yes.
Definitely traveled across the south end of the state. That's for sure.
Why, I declare, I did not know you had it in you, sir.
Well, I do declare.
Yeah, it do. It do.
Okay.
It does pop out from time to
Do
time.
occasionally come up.
Okay, so first of all, you guys, I'm not even going to have you give me notice rolls because this town is, you have never seen Perdition this quiet. When the sun went down, there wasn't a soul on the street. Nobody in the taverns, nothing. It's like the town is just freaked out. And basically the fear level is elevated here right now. And there's just this eerie feeling settling over the town. You guys can feel it in your bones. And you've made the rounds once and kind of walked down a few of the streets in town and listened. And I mean, it is, other than a dog barking now and then, just deathly silent. Locusts and crickets and shit chirping, and that's about it.
It's like one of those episodes of the Twilight Zone.
It is. It's really strange. There's lights on in every house, but you don't see anybody. Other than through their windows and stuff, you can see people. You get back to the sheriff's office and you're sitting there. You made some. Well, I mean, Well, probably not. Some of them probably don't have curtains. You get back to the sheriff's office or the marshal's office, and you put some coffee on. You make some coffee, and you can hear some yelling from the south, and you hear it for about, I don't know, 20 seconds, just on and on and on, and then you hear a gunshot off in the distance.
Wake up, Mayor. Sounds like we have some trouble.
Where's the rest of that come from? I thought I fought it in my sleep.
So you guys are at the sheriff's office. Everybody else is at the hotel, or what?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
It's a good place. We got people on both sides of town, too.
Do we hear this from the hotel?
So Timmons going to get up on the roof. He wants to see if he can see anything going on.
On the roof.
Well, we got some light sources on the roof of the sheriff's office.
Oh yeah, it'd be easy to climb up there with the windows all broke out and shit.
Oh yeah,
Timmons
is a thief too. You remember? He can climb well.
Yeah. Give me just a moment.
With a 12 agility.
I feel like the political system here in Perdition is going to go really, really poorly eventually with having a thief.
Former thief.
Nah, what are you talking former? Why does it have to be former?
He said thief, not past tense. I used to thieve, or I thieved. He's a thief.
A thief.
He's a thief, baby. A thief.
Yeah, but he's also rich, so for the thrill more so than the value.
He's a witch thief.
And he actually hasn't stolen anything in a while, as far as I can recall.
Yeah, I've never seen Timmons steal anything. Well, except for a jacket from a dead guy that you guys killed. I mean, and his cigar.
I think you and Paloma stole some stuff from somewhere. I think it was the
During the dream sequence thing there.
Yeah.
If a thief is doing it right, you never see him steal.
Nah, he ain't never stolen from me. That's all that matters.
So Timmons stole from a dream.
I think you stole.
What do you think?
Yeah, but you still had that stuff after we woke up, if I recall.
She did.
Pick a lock in Shanfan?
Timmons is good at picking locks.
I think he did, but that was more for a goal for the party.
That's true.
That's why he's got thievery, so he can get into places.
He's a thief. It's fine. Let's move along.
He's an investigator, detective.
I am trying to set something up here because this is random encounter.
He can't figure out how to put that many creatures on one map.
All right, so Timmons, you climb up on the roof, and you can't. Well, let me look at the map here.
He's got a lantern.
Try
to.
Well,
climb up there.
Okay, so here's how this plays out. So you're sitting here, and you can hear another one of the trains coming in. The whistle blowing and shit. It's probably the last train into Los Angeles for the evening. And you hear it slow down, and then you hear the hollering start, and then you hear the couple of gunshots go off.
So, what, like from which direction?
Yeah, from the south.
So out towards the telegraph office?
Down that way.
Oh, by the station. So is the train stopped?
Are you walking like down the street?
Up on a roof. He's trying to see the train from the roof.
Yeah, give me a notice roll. Let's see if you can see it from there. See if those roofs are low enough for you to see over. There's enough gap down through there, and that's a success. So yeah, you can see the train stop down there.
Well, it's pretty quiet. Do we hear any voices and commotion?
You hear
other
people
than the
hollering.
gunshot?
Yeah, people hollering, but there's no more gunshots. You just heard
Let's go
like
down there,
2 or 3 gunshots.
Dr. Schultz, let's go see what's going on.
Indeed, I'll grab my shotgun. Let us go.
So Timmons hops down with carrying his lantern, and he has his shotgun, and off we go. We go trotting over there.
All right. So, what the fuck?
Do we hear any gunshots from at the hotel?
Give me notice rolls because this is still early in the evening. I mean, you guys are probably sitting around down there.
Right, but you said it was deadly quiet.
It is deadly quiet. The town, yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm not going to give you any penalties for the distance being down there to the. And since it's wide open, there's no houses like between the, like right down the tracks. Doc and Jeb, you both hear gunshots.
Yeah, guys, that was a gunshot.
Are you sure it was not Timmons? He is eating a lot of beans lately.
You guys are extremely familiar with what Timmons shotgun sounds like.
And this sounded like a pistol, right?
All right, we've used this map before.
Timmons, I think I've seen this train before.
Yes. But this time around, you're in town, and the red square shows you like the corner of the train station, and then you can see the long platform out here. Well, it'd probably be more like this. And then the black pen drawing thing is the platform. And you're making your way down through there.
Yes.
How are you doing this?
Well, Timmons was going to come up around the corner here, kind of peek around the corner and like stick his head around and kind of step in the shadow a little, try to stay stealthy.
Give me a notice roll.
How about a 9?
Okay. How about that dude standing right there, and you see him. Now give me your stealth roll.
6.
Okay. You see him. He does not notice you.
Oh, what's he looking out this way or something?
He's kind of like peeking around both edges of the, like you guys kind of move down through the shadows. He doesn't see you sitting there, but
Is he up top?
At the moment, no, he's standing on the on whatever the hell you call that, not the platform, but the
the deck or
the deck thing.
Step.
Right. Yeah, the steps.
The balcony or
Yeah, he's standing there, and you see him. He's right at this moment. He's kind of looking around the door, in like that direction.
And does he look like he is a trained guard?
No, he does not. He's got a mask over his face, and he's got a rifle kind of sitting on his side like this. You can see pistols in his belt.
Dr. Kim Schultz is going to come moseying up behind Timmons, and he's going to be lightly humming Midnight Train to Georgia in his head. And just for you kids out there in the land, Gladys Knight was sexy as hell.
Yes, she was.
Mm-hmm.
What would it take? About 7 to get over there, pace? Like
Mayor?
up on the thing where he's at?
Yeah, so you're gonna move towards them. It's time to.
I'm just doing some math. That's all. I just wondered.
Excuse me, Mayor. Are we going to?
Damn it, I don't.
As you,
Timmons looks back at that. I don't think I can get out there without him seeing me.
as you Americans say, shoot first, ask questions later, or are we going to try and do this peacefully?
The fellow with the mask on his face. I don't think he's here to negotiate. What do you think? I was just gonna go hit him in the back of the head with my shotgun a couple times.
Schultz, give me that stealth roll. As you come up here through the shadows trying to talk to Timmons. Oh, I guess my little building disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did it with the.
That doesn't work. It is time to deal action cards. And looky there, Timmons is up front.
Jeb, you're so good at that.
Timmons,
you calculating yet?
You know Dr. Schultz is behind you, and he gets right up behind you, and you hear him, something jingle, or he kicks something, and then the guy who's standing there looking like inside that door, he spins around and looks right over into the shadows your direction. And it's the top around.
Timmons is gonna step right up to him with his shotgun out, and he says, "Don't do anything silly there, fellas." Point his shotgun at it. I got some more people here. What are you up to? Put your hands up right now.
Give me an intimidation roll.
What is that if you don't have intimidation? Unskilled?
Unskilled.
Unskilled.
I'm gonna use a fate chip. Just saying.
Yeah.
I want to use a red chip.
The hell
drop
was that?
it in chat. Yeah.
I think there's frogs out in the rain.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, I better leave that stop all sounds up because that untrained.
Can you change it from rain to raining, maybe?
Trained.
All right, so 4,
yes,
5.
yes.
All right, so that's 5. I guess, and unfortunately, he looks at you and lowers his rifle.
And I pull my triggers.
Both of them?
Twiggers.
Both of them.
All right.
You'll blow your ass off at Lannon's whip.
I told you, don't do it. Don't. Boom, boom. Oh shit.
And you miss. He dodges out of the way.
I'm using a fate chip. I'm re-rolling that. I'm burning it right here.
As you say that silver bullet apparently doesn't fly straight.
Right? Double barrel again on his monkey butt. Oh, that's a little better. Ha ha.
That's a hit.
I told you, I'm gonna blow your legs off.
Holy shit.
Yes, you do.
And is that what you did? You just blew his legs off, man. You shot him right in boom. You hear
Goddamn.
a voice from inside the train go, "Possum, that's enough of that fucking shooting."
Possum? What you grinning at, Possum?
Possum doesn't say shit.
Possum dead.
No,
and, pretty much what Timmons does. He looks back at Dr. King Schultz and he waves him over. I think he's dead.
Dr.
He
King
picks up
Schultz.
one of his legs. I think he's dead.
That's amazing how you two got top of the fucking food chain there. All right.
And I'm going to go on hold.
Okay. Very good. H.G. Willikers down the road at, let's see here. I will say that if you guys make a beeline down there, you can get down there in 3D4 rounds. Six rounds. Okay.
I think it'll be over by then.
Are you guys all heading that direction?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Charlie, get them women's purses open. They're little pocketbooks. Get all of it.
Pocketbook.
It's a wobbly.
And let's see. I'm gonna put that back down there. Yeah.
Do you know what a pocketbook is? Yeah.
Yes.
That's what all the old ladies in Appalachia used to call their purses.
I need my
pocket.
Yeah.
I think that's old ladies in general.
I like to keep my twisted back in my pocketbook.
My pocketbook.
Now.
Yeah.
My grandmother twist tobacco.
You can see, you two can see some movement in this car right here. And that's about it with that. Doc Fong, you're moving, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right.
Vulvular tainte. I like it.
That sounds like some kind of disease.
Sounds very erotic.
Nope. Nope. What's Hardy Barth doing?
I have a silencer on my shotgun.
Oh, he's gonna join in too, but he's gonna hang back a little bit. You know, when he writes his memoir someday about how he tamed the West.
You mean how they tamed the West?
He's gonna hang back. I'm gonna take him out of the combat tracker. If he's
well, no, he'll go with, but he'll stay. You know, like
okay,
20 feet behind the marshal.
Van, are you a taint tamer?
I'm not gonna dignify that with a response.
Look at Discord, please.
No, that's fucking nasty. Hairy ass
so hard.
motherfucker. Fuck.
Blame Discord. They actually have that shit on there.
All right, so you guys see Bulmer Taint, and he comes up here beside the building, and that's about as far as he can get because he was coming up behind you guys. So Bulmer, Jeb Hexman's on the move. You gonna do anything, Dr. Schultz?
No, we can go ahead and resolve that. That's fine. You can go to the next round because if they came out, I was gonna like pow, pow,
HG's on the move. Jeb's on the move. Hardy's on the move. Doc's on the move.
Would it be possible to come up the west side of the tracks?
The west side of the tracks.
Well, I mean, like follow the tracks down from the west and to find them.
Absolutely.
Quack.
You ever tried to run along a set of railroad tracks?
It's not fun. I grew up right beside railroad tracks.
Yep,
this is true.
I've hopped the train about 3 times. Yeah, I've done it.
Let's say if I could change my pace to 24 flying, how many rounds would it take me?
24 flying, and you normally move. Let's see, you guys. I'm giving you 6
you make
per
us
round.
fly too?
6 rounds, so
No,
24. I will put you. If you do something right now, I will allow you to reach the scene the next. Like if you use an action right now to use your weird science and make you a little motorcycle or something.
Yep, I'll make my Gadgeteer, and I will play Ace as an adventure card so that I succeed with a raise to cast Fly on myself.
Okay.
I don't actually have the power, so I can't use it on anybody else since it costs 3. And that'll give me a pace of 12 doubled because I have the raise. So 24.
Okay, 24. So all of a sudden, HG takes something out of his pocket and he shakes it up like this and pulls the cork and it starts fizzing and he pours it all over his mouth like this. It's just squirting. He's like a dog in a garden hose.
Oh my.
All right, and this guy.
And was that a reference to Willy Wonka, by the way? With the fizzy drink and the flying?
Was he spanking? That might have been. This guy walks to there. And this guy moves down this direction. Dr. Schultz, you moving there?
Before I move there, I will tell the mayor, Mayor, I'm going to go down here to the other end of the caboose, as they say. How about we hit them from both ends of the caboose?
I think you make a good tag team, fella.
Tag team back again.
Wait a second. What are we talking about again?
Well, Dr. Schultz is going in the back door.
Party on. Dr. Schultz always goes in the back door, fellas.
We both going in the doors at the same time.
All right, Dr. Schultz, you come to the back door. There's a window in the door. I need a notice roll from you.
You shall have one, good sir.
Okay, you can see what looks like a porter or a conductor.
Yeah.
Hey, porter.
Right, like kind of hiding right down here, and but what you really notice is through the other windows, a guy walking that direction, and he's got a bag out and a mask over his face, and he's sticking guns in people's faces, and they're putting shit in his bag, and he's walking toward you.
And I cannot tell Tim's. Okay.
You can roll a pace roll and go right back to where you were.
Nah, it ain't worth it. I'm gonna go on hold.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my gun out, and if he gets close enough, or if I think Timmons is in danger, I will interrupt, baby.
All right.
Then I think everybody's going to have fear because of the town, the feeling, overwhelming feeling of dread.
Well, I was thinking that was something left over from the werewolf fight.
I just assumed it was. I just assumed it was that because Marb had talked about it. Feel free to correct me, Marb.
What's that now?
His point of fear. What was it from?
He shouldn't have a point of fear on him right at this moment.
Yeah, I was thinking it was from the werewolf fight.
And it wasn't about the village being full of dread this evening, and you can't hear anything but the occasional dog bark.
No,
okay, cool.
I would have asked for a fear roll. Although nothing's really happening in town like that. I mean, had this been zombies or something, yeah, you guys have been rolling fear rolls. All right, and that guy. You were right, dog.
Would they get a plus for that since they hang around Jeb?
This guy moves this direction. This guy moves this direction, and he's going to give a notice roll. Nope. Timmons, you see a guy pop out. Right down here, it's like he climbs down off the steps of the train, and he's looking, but he looks to his left first. Now this is an elevated platform. It's probably about chest high on you.
And he's up, or is he down?
Well, it wouldn't be about waist high on you. So you could
Can I
like,
ask?
yeah. J-Rob.
Okay, when we killed Potham, which cart did we hear the guy's voice coming from?
This one. I had
The
an
one
arrow.
Okay, all right.
That
Because I completely misunderstood where the sound was coming from.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had an arrow kind of pointing this way.
Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem.
Tim, did you see this guy pop out here?
Is he down on the ground or up on the platform?
No, he stepped. Well, he's on the platform. Yeah. Like that platform comes all the way out to the edge of the train. There's like a 1 foot gap. Mind the gap.
Well, Timmons is gonna, and is he wearing a mask and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Timmons is gonna, I think he's just gonna move up to about here, kind of get against the train. Probably can hear the guy inside. Are the windows open or closed?
Some of them are open. Yeah, it's a hot day in July, man. Southern California.
Yeah, I think he's gonna move up and he's gonna take aim at gunman number 56, and he's gonna say, "Drop it, or you're dead."
That definitely alerts the guy inside when you say that.
Yeah, he's kind of squatting down so he's not in the window, you know? He's like
All right, give me that
up against the
intimidation roll.
train. Oh, God.
Come on, Timmons, you can do it.
Timmons is like, "I'm the mayor. Drop your weapons."
Oh, shit.
Bust out the gavel.
Well.
Oh, shit.
Here we go again.
Spirit in the sky.
Yeah, it is not raining.
I don't have Sirenscape on, so I can't help.
The weather seems unseasonable today.
Yeah, I forgot I had that open over there. Okay. Where is dude at? Here is dude. And you see him stop, and he looks at you, and he says, "We got company." And he starts to hold his hands up like this, and then he takes off running this direction. Like, you see him turning like he's going to take off running to the west.
Well, I'm going to try to take his leg out with my shotgun. One shot. I want to hit. Oh, I got to reload.
You got to reload.
I'll use my +2 to reload. So it's just a regular shot then. Double barrel.
Are you aiming at his leg specifically, though?
No, I'm just, with a shotgun. Specifically the buckshot. Kind of a little
Basically,
on the low side. Just a little on the low side.
Just angling slightly downward.
Right. I don't think just angling it
A
toward.
5.
That's a hit.
Well,
Ooh. And he's down for count. Little blood splatter down there.
and I look
you
over
shoot him in the back, and he
uh,
just flies forward, face down into the ground. And
do I see Vollmer Taint over there?
Well, he's coming down the street behind you. You knew he was coming down the street. And
Yeah, but I can see him.
No, he's kind of behind the. Well, maybe. Give me a notice roll.
If I could.
Because this is
Yeah,
about 3 foot high, and he's kind of. There's a building that comes right to the corner right there. Oh yeah, you can see him.
I can smell you aftershave, Velma. There's a fellow right up here. And he's pointing up into the stagecoach. He's
And as
pointing.
you do that, you look up, and this guy is looking down at you. All right.
They kind of squatting, trying to get under the train a little, flat against the train with his shotgun.
Let's see. Volmer moves there, and then gets up onto the platform. So that'll take his movement. And I'm going to give him. He is not going to shoot at that guy, so he is going to do a pace roll. That should be. Why don't they put that on the damn combat track?
Put what?
Pace.
You should.
Oh, they probably do, and you just have to go to the right.
Now you gotta click on the thing to pop up the screen for it.
So I give him 3 more movement. And he comes to right there. And he's looking through the window. Is the window open or closed? If it is, it's a 50-50 chance. 1 to 10. 1 to 10, it's open. That window is closed, so he does not shoot through it. You see him kick the cylinder open on his revolver, and he starts kicking the silver bullets out of it. And he spends this round loading his gun with lead. And Dr. Schultz is on hold. There are lots of friendly targets around here. See all kinds of people that looks like, they were just sitting in these chairs waiting to get to Los Angeles, I guess. Dr. King requests interrupt. Okay.
I don't see anyone that I can interrupt with, so I just did that to clear the round.
You do see that guy right there. You can see him, and he's looking out the window.
Hold on.
Would you be able to shoot him, though?
Give me time.
Well, the back door's closed. That door's closed. This door's open.
I'm looking through glass. And he's 11 feet from me. 11 paces.
Yeah.
He can roll his pace and get an extra movement, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot from where I am. Why not?
Through the glass.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Because there's nobody.
Wait. Is there people over here?
There's no one standing.
Nope,
Is there a clear shot to him or not?
A clear shot to him right now. As of this moment, there's nobody there. You can see people sitting in their seats kind of like they're, afeared of him.
I take the shot.
Ooh.
That's a hit.
And that's a hit.
GM needs to delete the fear.
Oh, can he not? You can take that off his own.
Yeah, it's on the trait tab. You can unclick the little box.
Oh, it's on. It's an effect on him.
No, it looks like it's on the kind from the box.
Yeah, it should just be on him.
You can take it off of him via the combat tracker, or he can click the fear button on his.
I can take it off of him on the combat tracker. Where the hell's that at?
You might be able to anyway.
So, yeah, some of them can.
Because fear is also like those ones are part of an extension for Deadlands.
I took it off.
Not showing, even though it has it listed at the top.
Give him some bullets.
Doesn't matter, guys. Took it off. Let's move. Come on.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
All right.
Damn.
That's a hit. Or that's
Going
damage. That is
Wait,
damage.
why did you roll it with a raise? Why did you roll it with a raise?
Damage raise. I don't know.
I hit and I rolled the dice. Don't ask me questions like that. I don't know the shit.
You must have accidentally had the button at the bottom.
Oh, and he soaks that wound. it's awful. The glass shatters and he ducks down. And you missed him.
Well, that sucked.
That sucks, doesn't it? Oh.
It does. It does.
And well, look who's up now. Now you've got no glass. You shot the windows out.
But now he can move and get closer.
Yes, he can.
I will move and get closer. I will stick my gun up through the window that is now open, and I will fire again.
I thought that next door was actually open. With a raise, actually.
Ooh.
And he's still soaked.
He's soaked.
That is a tough dude.
He a badass.
He is a badass.
If he survives another wound, you should give him a first name.
I might have to.
Damn.
Jeb Hexman is continuing to run third round. Doc Fong is running. Gun hand 7. Oh, that's him. And he's got a guy shooting at him. Let me see what all he's got on him here.
Shoot my gun hand, Sam, if you can.
He's got quick characters, have lightning fast reflexes, cool head whenever you deal the next card 5 or lower. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Quick draw.
That's what we learned through some quirk of him making NPCs. This one has a grenade launcher.
Wait, what?
Homemade banana cannon.
I said through a quirk of him moving the wrong NPC, this one now has a grenade launcher.
All right.
Well, since my character's still running to join the battle, I'm gonna go get something to drink.
Okay.
Finn's gonna run for a drink.
All right. So this guy's going to take 2 shots at you. Ooh. First one's a hit. Would you like to try to soak that?
Actually, I will play a card.
Okay. Oh, so he fires, and you just kind of step to the side as he brings his gun up, and it blows a big chunk of the side of the door of this caboose. Big old chunk of the door off behind you. And he fires a second shot at you. Wow. That's a hit. At least it wasn't a raise.
That's true.
Oh, shit.
I'm dead.
Holy fuck.
You should have really played that card here.
Hey, you never
Holy
know.
shit. Wait, you just did 38 damage? That's like...
Somehow I don't think I can soak that.
Oh, well, in theory you can.
How do we soak? Because I have no fucking clue.
Drag a Benny over to the blood drop on on the combat tracker. Why do you have a fatigue now?
Why do you have fatigue?
I'm not fatigued.
Because
that should soak 2 wounds.
Yeah. Holy fuck. Okay. Yeah, it should have soaked 2 wounds. So what did you have? 8 wounds? Okay.
I'm dead.
No, that's.
Oh well, not necessarily. You're incapacitated. Just don't roll really, really badly.
Yeah, you soaked 2 wounds of 8, right? So that should give injuries permanent and the victim's bleeding out. Okay.
Although he probably shouldn't have gotten a multi-action penalty for that, but it still would have been not a success.
Why did he get?
I think it's a weird thing because you had the multi-action thing on.
Yeah, I did have
I
the
remember that
multi-action
happened
thing.
before.
But it didn't give him the penalty for it?
It did give him a penalty for his soak, or for his incapacitation roll. I think that's a bug because I remember seeing that before.
Oh, because I never rolled damage on the first because he played that card. Wonder if that had anything to do with it. I don't know. But still.
But you should be able to click that little bullet wound to get to table. Ooh, don't roll double 1. That's the unmentionables.
Yeah. Can you open that table up, J-Rod?
What table we talking about, boys? Because I don't
So
know.
there's a little bullet hole mark right next to where it says roll in the injury table.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll it. Catches 1 in the core. Oh, you got it in the guts. Oh, fuck. Your vigor is reduced to die type. And the effect is battered.
It says it's permanent.
So your toughness goes down 1, your vigor goes down 1.
Boys, it's fine. This is just a character. Let's keep going.
Just good thing you didn't roll the double 1 because that would have. It says makes procreation impossible. So that doesn't seem like a fun shot.
Boys, this is just a character. Let's keep going.
I don't know. As a man, I don't want to see my fellow men, even the.
You guys worry too much.
Get shot.
You guys will worry way too much about these characters. Come on, let's go.
This guy moving to this.
Somebody kill Gun Hand Sam. He's put me down. Come on.
All right, with that, window at him. And he's got his Colt loaded. Yeah, he'll fire with the Colt. Hit with a raise.
You were gone, Jeff?
Yes.
Go ahead and apply that to him. I gotta save my chips for these other guys. He's been missed enough. Volmer's done. Hardy Barth is running. H.G. Willikers is there on the ground, and I'm going to put him right. I'll start you right here.
Would I say if I use my movement for the round, or?
No, you haven't used your movement for the round. You did that last round. I mean, you've gotten to here, yes. So if you're still flying, okay, give me a notice roll. Matter of fact, give me 3 up.
Okay.
3, 4, 5. It's a sign.
As you're flying by, you see a guy through the window right here, and you see another guy. Looks like he's walking towards this back door. Looks like he's walking west.
I'll go ahead and stop right here. Just get to a landing.
Okay.
And then I'll use quickness on myself. And I don't really want to blow up the train yet. So I'm not going to do anything for my second action.
Okay.
Wait, did HG just say he's not gonna blow up the train?
Yep.
There might be people on it. I was told not to start fires and blow things up in this town. I'm trying.
Coming. 30.
It's just a very surprising thing to hear you say. That's all.
He's
I
gonna
mean,
climb up
technically this isn't the town, but okay.
and this guy is moving this way. Slow. Tim.
Shit. He's like,
Yeah, you saw the
Doc,
whole thing. Doc Schultz just took one right in the guts.
Timmons is gonna like crouch down and run down the side of the train and reach up and slide Dr. Schultz down out of the line of fire and check him out. Like
All right.
pull him back.
So you're gonna slide him right down here on the ground with you.
Yeah, pull him down, check him out.
He looks
Stick
like
his finger up his butt to see if he's alive.
Oh yeah, he's. I
You
mean, let's see. He is incapacitated right now. You can tell he's in a ton of pain and he's holding his guts.
Like, I got some tea,
He might be unconscious.
some healing tea. Can I stuff it in your lips?
I think right now you should probably focus on that very nasty gunman in there and worry less about me.
Do you have some healing tea from Doc Fong or something?
Yeah.
Do you? You
It's
could
in the
give it to
party
him.
sheet.
You could give it to him.
I have some, but it's just, it doesn't say anything. It just says healing tea.
Yeah, because it's not actually a thing. I used it. It should heal one wound worth.
Yep, it'll heal one wound, which I'm not so sure that is. Because what did he have? Shows he's got 3 wounds. So
6.
Yep. But I think you just don't have any more wounds after 4. So right now he's just bleeding out. So he's got 3 wounds, I guess. I mean, I don't know. You think it would show you that he had 6 wounds, but it doesn't.
It caps out though.
Does it?
Yeah.
He's like coughing up blood. It's like, I don't think the tea's gonna do you any good. Hold on 1 second. And he lays him down.
All right. So this. Anyway.
And he freaking picks up a shotgun and he swivels around like he's about to blast this guy.
All right. So you gonna climb up on that door on that on the stairs? And...
He's just gonna like just kind of belly flop and take a shot from the ground.
All right. So now you used an action to kind of pull Schultz off the steps, get him out of the line of fire.
I'm gonna do a multi-action.
Yeah,
-2.
just put -2 in the modifier box down.
Oh, are there a bunch of people?
Yeah.
What does Dr. Schultz? He just shot his 45, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Timmons is he looks down at Dr. Schultz and he looks up and there's people screaming and shit. And he's like, he looks at his shotgun, he grabs the 45 and then he jumps down and fires down the alleyway at the guy. I don't want to shoot down there with my shotgun.
Okay, so you're just going to kind of lay over here And because this first step is up there pretty high. It's made to be even with the platform, for these train stations. So, it's about 3 feet up to this first step. So you can kind of just flop up in there and take a shot if you want. Still going to be at -2. And you're going to be, and you'll be prone.
Does that hurt your shot? Do I need to put that on me?
I don't think it hurts your shot any. Cover plus, matter of fact, you get cover +4.
Yeah, so that's what he's going to do.
There you go.
And
Pro.
I'm just going to use my pistol to shoot, right? I don't want to. My Colt. Good?
Yeah.
Boom!
Oh, fuck.
Bounces off a chair leg.
Maybe.
I want to save
Let's
my
see.
chip. I want to save.
Okay. Are you going to use a chip?
No.
No?
I only have one left.
All right. So that was not a crit fail.
Wait, is he supposed to have a fatigue?
No, he's not supposed to have a fatigue.
All right, because he would have actually passed that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he got fatigue -1 on that.
Yeah.
It would have been a 4.
So I don't think he's fatigued. He shouldn't be fatigued. I don't know how he got fatigued. Do you get that from the wound?
Because his guts go from the ramp down the steps.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
That's how
I mean,
fatigued.
is that how he got the fatigue? Was from from all the wounds?
I don't think so.
I don't.
I mean,
think that's how the
usually
game
that
works.
doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's really easy to accidentally click it though.
Okay. Well, so that is a success. So how do I reverse that then?
That's a good question.
I think you just take off the dead effect and put on bleeding out instead.
Boys, if he dies, he dies. That's the way it works.
There is no fucking bleeding out.
Yeah, but he hasn't died yet, though. That's the whole point. He's just not dead yet. He's surviving.
Yeah,
The power of math compels us.
Is that all I need to do?
They healed a wound. Did we not heal his wound yet with the T?
I don't think he didn't use the T on him.
Yeah, Timmons didn't think it was going to work. He thought he's dying anyways. Timmons doesn't have any medicine or anything.
Gotcha. It does cap at 3. I was just looking in the library. Any damage taken over the 3 wounds, it just incapacitates them, and it leaves it there.
Okay, so the T would actually reduce him to 2 would
stabilize him.
All right, I'll allow you to retcon all that bullshit then, Timmons, if you want to try to get the T in him.
Like he's savable. He's like, I think I can save you here, and he stuffs it into his cheeks like it's freaking a banded skull pouch or something.
I think it requires a healing roll from Doc Fong, does it not?
I know. I already succeeded on the alchemy roll.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Okay. So it removes a wound. So
it's successful. You rolled to succeed when making it.
Okay. Very good. Very good. So you're alive, but you got a lot of really dark blood, like organ blood, coming out in your hand. It's like. Psh, psh, psh.
Luckily, he's a doctor. Oh, also, you are the town doctor, so.
Yeah, it's so I will take bleeding. What was his permanent wound anyway? Minus.
-1 vigor.
Yeah, I already took that down.
Okay. Vigor and.
Timmons looks down at him and says, "Dr. Schultz, you better take care of yourself."
So you're laying here on the ground where Timmons jerked you off of the steps of this train. Boom, 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 down the steps. And the last step was a doozy, about 3 feet. Boom, you hit the ground. And then he pours this tea in your gullet, and then he sprinkles some on your wound. And then he flops on his belly up here on on this deal and takes a shot with this gun.
Vin, I don't keep track of that shit. You know me.
Just thought I'd mention it.
He's done.
All right, so you are not dead from blood loss. You are not incapacitated. Is he still shaking?
He might be prone. He probably would still be shaking.
He's definitely prone.
But if he's going to stand up, I'm not going to put prone on him. What are you going to do,
Oh, okay.
Dr. Schultz?
You're
Are you going to lay here and think about it? You're going to lay there and think about it? Okay, then he's prone.
No, I'm getting up.
Right.
Fuck it.
All right, so that takes 2 of your pace.
All right, so I have. Wow, I only have 2 pace left.
You know what?
What the hell?
If you guys don't mind, it is 10 after, and we'll end it with letting him take his.
Spot.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and bump it when you're finished with what you're doing. We'll bump it forward. I meant to stop at the end of the round, but we got to talking about healing, and I forgot all about the time.
Oh,
so
okay.
You're doing what now? You're moving to there?
Schultz gonna climb up there, and he's gonna take another shot at this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, Timmons isn't up there.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a hit. Two wounds. You know what? I am gonna try to soak. Oh, did I?
And he does.
You gotta promote that guy to having a first name.
Yeah, if I can get him away from here with that, if I can get him away from here without you guys killing him.
He's like Jimmy the Kid or something.
Igor. Vigor Igor.
Fred Banya the Kid.
Yeah.
Now, question. I just fired. Can I slump to the ground now?
Yes, you can. You want to go
All
prone
right.
now?
Yes.
All right.
Don't forget to move Timmons because you retconned.
Yeah, I did retcon. Okay, so you are prone now, slump to the ground. Timmons is down there. That guy did soak those wounds, but I was going to give him a name, and he is
Fred Banya the Kid.
Vigor. The Vigor.
Nice.
He's Boris the Bullet Dodger.
His
Bullet Dodger.
Why they call him Boris the Bullet Dodger? Because he dodges bullets.
Remo Williams. That would have been a good one too.
Heavy is reliable. If it doesn't work, you can always hit him.
Remo Williams, where he could dodge bullets.
All right, so I'm gonna hit save and save this campaign. And were you gonna do anything else, Dr. Schultz? Because I want to bump your turn so we remember who's up next.
He's gonna slump to the ground.
Okay, and go prone.
And that's it.
Very good.
Yep,
Go ahead.
that's it.
Go ahead and pass that to Jeb Hexman. And because Jeb is continuing to run, this is round 4, so you got 2 more rounds to get here. But I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to advance it anymore. So
yeah,
we're kind of. I have one quick question.
Yeah, sure.
So Timmons using my healing tea, does that count as me having used my healing on Dr. King Schultz or Timmons?
I would think it would count as you. Your healing skills healed him. Timmons just administered it. If a doctor tells somebody with an IQ like Timmons to hold these hemostats right here and clamp this vein off, it's not too hard to do. The doctor's still the one that told him what to do to save his life. You know what I mean?
Guys, I'm out.
You're actually investing some of your PowerPoints in having these around, aren't you?
Right.
We'll see you, J-Rob.
Right, J-Rob, there's a possibility I might not be here next Thursday. I don't know. I'm either going to be gone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I really don't want to be gone Friday because we're starting Starfinder. Yeah. I'd rather be gone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but it all depends on where they send me. So, all right, have a good one, J-Rob. Guys, I'd say there's nobody.
Quicksilver?
He's
running Pathfinder.
Yeah, there we go.
Or
Raid
critical, or critical role. We could
We're
raid,
not
but
raiding
it's only-
critical role.
There's only 70,000 people in the channel.
No shit.
Oh, 70,000.
Yeah, and we're raiding in 2, 1. Say bye, everybody. We'll see you next week,
Bye,
hopefully.
everybody.
And tomorrow
guys.
night is Veno's Starfinder, so we'll
Is
be right back here.
Are you streaming tomorrow?
Yes.
I'll be here
All
tomorrow.
right.
Yep. And so who knows about next week? I just don't know yet. You guys have a great weekend, and see us tomorrow night back here, Saturday night for Drake over on Rob Tui's stream for Icewind Dale. So have a good weekend, everybody.